Can I talk about two different, very interesting things? Is this Indian time? Yeah. Can I talk about something really interesting? I wanted to talk about two things at least. So first, can I just... I don't know if I'm, like, if this is, like, the right stream to talk about this one. Why are you always late? Yeah, so, like, can I just talk about, like, the most obvious thing here? So, like, I didn't want to talk about this, but I just kind of felt like I had to mention it, so, like, I need your permission, actually. Can I talk about something that has, like, nothing to do with the stream for, like, 3 minutes? Can I talk about this? If I have your permission, then I will talk about it, yes. I know. Then no, actually, never mind. Why not? Is it that stuff? Kinda, but like, so let me actually talk about this. So, the thing is, like, I sort of, like, mentioned it once, like, I don't have to talk about it anymore. But, you can't just tease us. It's not really... like, I'm teasing or anything. I just seriously don't know if I can actually talk about it or not. It's more like, I don't know if I can talk about this. Well, like, I don't know if I should just, like, keep it a secret. I'm just trying to figure out, like, what to do. So, the thing is here, you know, maybe better not. Oh, no, it's like, there's, like, more than that, actually. And I just wanted to kind of just talk about it briefly. So, like, they know, like, I know. You know what I mean? Just say it. So, I just seriously don't really even want to talk about this kind of stuff, because it seriously has nothing to do with me in the first place, or, like, the stream. So, and then, like, this is, like, already what I talked about already. So, it's something, like, I feel like I'm just milking it, even though I'm not really here to milk it or nothing. I just really feel like I have to talk about it, or like it's gonna just keep going on. Okay, so like the situation, you know, I just kind of talked about the what is it, the parasocial situation, and again, like I talked about it, and it's done, kind of like it's done. Like I talked about this situation where a lady is like secretly in the relationship with me when I didn't know it was a thing, right? I talked about it, so like it's already done, it's over. But the thing is, so there's like this one tool you can kind of use to see if a person's like using a second like alt account. Like it's a thing, you know, AI is like involved in and stuff too. So like this person is actually using like a alt account. So this lady actually has like 2 accounts, and I recently actually figured out that the lady got called out and she made a second account, and she's been kind of just like saying whatever on my channel too. And I just seriously never thought it was that situation. But basically, I'm not gonna really say anything, but I just wanted to tell you, yes, I know your alt account, and in 2024 it's kind of easy to figure out that too, is what I wanted to mention. Either way, I just had to mention it, so like it's clear. 葛西でも行くんですか？西葛西に行きます。インドじゃない。It was a group situation. It's not really that. I just really had to mention it because like it just really keeps going crazier and crazier. And I am somehow like trying to actually kind of end the situation without actually calling people out. Like I don't want to do that, but like that situation, I'm not gonna really talk about it anymore. I seriously don't know if I want to talk about it, like publicly. I just want to deal with it. Okay, so this is like my last moment, and if it ever keeps going on, I don't really know what to do anymore. Like I just really never thought it's like the second account situation where. But yeah, anyways, fuck. 動画のテーマなんでいいの? So like, let me actually explain why the stream is called India. By the way, do you guys know why? It's fine, Sora. Want me to tell them to F off? Well, you don't have to. It's not really my point. It's not really like I'm trying to tell them to F off or nothing. It's not what I'm trying to do. I just wanted to tell them, like, there's a lot of things like they're seeing, but I'm not seeing. There's like a lot of things they're seeing, but everybody else is not seeing. I really wanted to just kind of mention that. It's got to the point where the person was like literally talking to herself the other day too. I didn't know that. I didn't know that was a thing. Like the person was like literally talking to herself, like using like freaking 2 accounts, and I'm like, I really thought they were like 2 different people. And I was like, there's like this tool you can use now in 2024. Like there's like this extension. And then I was like, wow, so they are like this person's like using 2 different accounts, but the same account. I'm like, what the fuck? And I didn't know that was a thing. And I was like, it's common. I guess it's common, but I'm not saying like it's bad or anything. I'm not saying like it's a bad thing. But if it got to the point where you have to like 2 different personalities to like get me to talk to you, I just kind of wanted to clearly mention it's not happening. And again, this situation's already over. Like I kind of talked about it in the previous stream, and I think it's kind of chill, is what I have to say. So I didn't want to milk the situation, but I just never mentioned this part. So I just decided to publicly, talk about it. People can just make other accounts. So like, as to people making a lot of like different accounts, and as to people having different accounts, I think it's completely fine. I'm not saying like there's like anything wrong with it, but like the thing is here, I don't know. So it's just kind of really interesting to me how one person's like using 2 different like accounts to get me to give attention to her. Like that situation seems really I don't know like what the right word here is actually. But yeah, anyways, again, I'm not saying like making different accounts is bad or anything, okay? I'm not saying like that's bad or anything. If you want to do that, that's fine. But in this situation, it really seems like it's a strategy to get me to give attention to them, so they get like what they want. But the thing is here, I know 2 different accounts. Like the person made a, never mind. Yeah. Anyways. That's so frustrating. Not really. So I didn't care about it for a while, so I just ignored it. But it just keeps getting worse and worse. So I'm like, fuck. Let's discuss on the title. It's like, let's actually talk about the title here. Anyways, let me actually move on. And I don't really like to talk about this in the first place. You looking for a good Indian curry place? Thank you, Sayoran. I remember you, by the way. I'll probably go there too. But let me actually move on and actually talk about what we are doing in this stream. So yeah, the title is now India, right? And when I stream though, I usually sort of like make the title like a bit longer than this at least. It's not just gonna be just one word. But in this stream, I've been talking about this. Like this is like something I had been talking about for at least like a year. It's like people asking me what I think about India. If I ever have been to India, if I want to eat Indian food, do I have like, if I have any Indian friends. So I just decided to do a stream called India with an Indian flag, just by itself, nothing else, for the sake of saying, oh yeah, I did a stream about India. And yes, I'm still going to be in Japan. And I talked about this like 2 days ago, saying like, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna do a stream called India. And I asked you guys, and you guys were like, oh yeah, sure, let's just do that. So I'm here doing that. And then, oh yeah, you know what? Top 1, India. Top 2, Philippines. Top 3, Indonesia. So I actually was thinking about doing a stream called Philippines. But I don't know. And this stream is gonna be short too, by the way. Let me actually start driving, because like I don't want to waste my time here. It's not even that far from here. So what we're gonna do in this stream is here. So I'm gonna go to the same India town, and this stream is gonna be short because I seriously don't have any plans. I just wanted to do this stream so that I can say, oh, you know what? If you wanna know what I think about India, just watch this stream called India. I just wanted to keep this stream for the sake of like whatever. So the India town in Nishikasai. You know what though? Let me actually talk about something freaking hilarious. So in Japan, if you were in Tokyo, I kind of have to say in every city there are brothels and there are red light districts and like there are like Yakuza's offices. Like it's that situation. So Tokyo is safe, but there are still like wacky things. And this is quite interesting, but if you go to Nishikasai, which is like the core city for like Indian people in Japan, Nishikasai doesn't have any obvious brothels, and they don't have Yakuza's offices either. And the crime rate there is insanely low. Do you guys know why, by the way? I want to know if you guys can guess why it's like that. Yeah, crime rate is insanely low. It's like the most peaceful town. It's so quiet, even though it's like the India town, right? There's like almost no crime, no brothels, no Yakuza's offices, no punks doing whatever stuff. It's freaking wild, and I actually googled why it's like that. So this is kind of like me talking about India. I want you guys to guess. So that's a red light, so I can see comments here. Right now, because the red light. See? Not driving. Can you guys guess? Not curry. Not curry. I actually googled why there are so many Indian restaurants in Japan too, yeah. They don't speak Japanese. It's not that. So the thing is here, do you guys know Indians that exist in Japan are like really, I think I've been talking about this. So in India, there are so many kinds of like different people, right? Like there are so many kinds of different people in India. So there are bad Indian people, good Indian people, normal Indian people in India, right? Indians that are in Japan are elites. It's insanely like, so only the chosen ones are in Japan. So like, you know, they come from India, but the ones that can come to Japan are the basically like the top of the top. Like they are like the elites, right? They're like, you know how like, there are like a lot of Indians are like this, right? They are here and they come to Japan, and then they decided to like live in Tokyo, which is like in Nishikasai. So that area, it's apparently full of like elite Indians living in one area, right? And they basically just kind of govern the place themselves too, and they don't really do things because again, like they are they are like the elites, right? So it's ironically even more peaceful than some cities in Tokyo. Like that place seriously has like almost like no crimes like at all, and we are going there again to see how peaceful that is. I mean, we've been there like 3 times already, so we know how peaceful it is, and it's Japan too. And the city is clean too, but that's kind of Tokyo. And the thing is, I still haven't talked to any Indians there yet. So what I wanted to do in this stream is like, I just want to go to some stores and like, talk to some Indians saying like, hey, yeah, I'm from India. Maybe they will say no, because I heard a lot of them are Nepalese and like Bangladesh actually.
Said, like Asians in the USA, all doctors and lawyers.
Yeah, that too. But like in this situation, in this situation, it's more that like the Asian situation in America is like, you know, they were born there too, right? But in this like Indian situation, they were born in India. They came to Japan, but they are like elites. And then they decided to basically live in this part called Nishikasai. So it's like a town for Indian elites. Like all the people that are there are freaking like actually successful. Like they are like from rich families usually too. So it's like that town, and thus it's kind of like, I don't know what the richest town in India is. I don't know what that is, but it's basically, I want you to think about the richest town in India, and that's just in Tokyo. Like that's basically what that is. Like elite Indians are in that town. So it's not truly like an Indian experience, but if you wanted to experience something Indian, but like what elites do in India, then that's basically what is there in Nishikasai, and that's a red light. The rash thing? What? It's Mumbai? Is it though? I feel like it's a bit different. Usual starting place, yeah. Are you going to punch elite Indians? No. Feather Indians, yeah. Because I heard if they wanted to come to Japan, like they even like have to pay like what? Like $20,000 to just move to Japan or something. So like in the first place, they got the money to move to Japan, right? Like they got the money. So that means like they are rich in the first place. So there's like that. So, And I'm not really sure like if $20,000 is like rich or not in India, but I kind of think it's a lot of money. But if they can actually pay that much money to move to Japan, yeah, like they're just already successful. You know what I mean? That's like my definition of like successful. And that's a red light, so I can stop when my car is not moving. I can see stuff. They're not call center workers. No, yeah. You don't really see those in Japan though, like call center workers. What do you think about India? I'll talk about it later. When you eating elite curry. The thing is here, so I actually googled why all the Indian restaurants are freaking tasty as fork and why you don't see like bad Indian restaurants. I got curious about it. And AK, thank you so much for the donation. So I don't know if you guys ever had any bad experience Indian restaurants, everybody. So at least in Japan, if you go to like Indian restaurants, any Indian restaurants, you never have bad experiences. Like it's never possible. And then I thought it was like what I was thinking about, but I actually googled it. I even watched a lot of like videos yesterday to kind of talk about it in this stream. Almost like all Japanese people agree with me. It's like, you know what? Yeah, Indian restaurants are usually really good and they are never bad. And so I found this one documentary and I was watching it and that video kind of explains it really, really well. So let me just talk about like why it's like that here. So Indian restaurants usually serve curry, right? But apparently Indian curry is sort of like easy to make, sort of like as long as like you have like the ingredients for it. And thank you so much for the donation. It got censored, but that's a red light, so I'm gonna stop here and let me actually check it. Go to that rich Indian city and point to someone and say thank you so much for the donation. So so if you wanted to make Indian curry, like as long as you have the ingredients, you can never really make bad Indian curry as long as like you have like the real like ingredients, right? So the thing is, there are like a lot of like Indian chefs too. Like apparently some Indian chefs are not that good, but what I heard is here. So it's kind of hard to make bad Indian curry because it's all about like getting the right ingredients from like a documentary I watched. So you don't see bad Indian restaurants in Japan because of that, because like you can just like kind of find the ingredients like they want. So like they got the ingredients and you can be a bad chef but you still taste great, and thus all the Indian restaurants in Japan are freaking tasty as fork. Like that's basically what the documentary was saying. And another thing was this, so they apparently sort of like make a lot of, they get so many profits, like so many profits off of like selling Indian curry and naan and some like things, right? Because it's so beneficial. Like apparently what I heard is here, it doesn't cost that much money to make like authentic Indian curry, but Japanese people would still like pay for the curry and they spent like $10 or something. So they get insane profits. So they sort of like are beneficial. Like their restaurants are beneficial. Like they make a lot of money, even though the food itself is like usually like $1, $2 or something. So that's another thing that I heard. Like why Indian restaurants never go broke or anything, because the business model itself is kind of well built is one thing too. And again, and it's run by like those elite Indians in Japan at least, right? And so one thing is here, if you go to like Indian restaurants in Japan, you actually do see people from Bangladesh and people from Nepal, sometimes Indians too. And either way, like they just have to have the right ingredients too. And so what people do in 2024 in Japan's here, so a lot of like those Indian restaurants actually made curry that Japanese people would have liked before. Like they sort of like changed the curry a bit before, because like they wanted to be successful in Japan, and that kind of did well too, but that didn't get that much attention before, as to like according to the documentary, because it was like, oh yeah, you know, this is curry, that was it. But then there was like this one point in Japan where Japanese people suddenly started eating like ethnic food, something like you know, Korean food, Chinese food, Thai food, like French food. Like Japanese people suddenly started eating like ethnic food, saying like, you know what, Japanese food sucks. So like they started doing it, and Indian food got the most attention, because Indian food is like never bad, like actually, and Chinese food too. But Chinese food is like either like a hit or miss, but Indian food, you can never like get bad Indian food, right? And so like a lot of Indian restaurants started doing like a lot of like authentic Indian style curry, and then Japanese people went to like those restaurants. And the thing is here, you know how on the internet people are like, oh, India smells like spice and whatever, huh? And it's kind of like seeing as something bad. In Japan, that's why people like Indian stuff. The spice is like something we don't have in Japan. So people just go like, oh, that's India. Now I want to have Indian food, right? That's basically what happened. So in like there was like this one time when Indian restaurants like literally freaking blew up like real hard. Like Japanese people decided to go to Indian restaurants like everywhere. I kind of remember that time too. I think that was like about 10 years ago. And the result of that is here. In Hokkaido, there's like this one huge big curry chain based off what Indians eat. And I think it's called like a Indian curry or something. Not Indian, it's like Indian curry. And it's still like Japanized, but they literally have like a picture of like Indians like making curry stuff. That thing is like one of the most popular like restaurants right now in Hokkaido. If you live in Hokkaido, you know what I'm talking about. It's like Indian curry. Like it's not Indian, it's like Indian. Yeah. So there's like a long history of like Indian restaurants like Indian curry blowing up in Japan. The thing is here, as far as I know, Indians are well accepted in Japan, actually, as far as I know. I don't seriously think there are any Japanese people who used to like fuck India, actually. I've never seen that, actually. The reasons here, simply because I've been talking about this. All the Indians like that come to Japan, all the Indians we see in Japan are elites, right? Like all Indians are elites. Like there are no like, you know, like bad Indian people, because like in the first place, for them to come to Japan, like they have to be elites, because they have to be rich to come to Japan in the first place, and they have to like kind of work hard to even stay in Japan, or they just get arrested and they freaking get deported if they do anything crazy. So all the Indians that are in Japan, living in Japan, are the elites. So I don't, honestly though, Japanese people don't know what India is like in the first place. Like Japanese people kind of don't even think about India that much, because like when Japanese people think about foreign countries, I think a lot of people here think about America, Korea, China, and the UK, I think. Like those four countries usually, and maybe Philippines. But India is like one country we just don't even think about. Like we don't think about what India is like. But then we think about India, right? Then what we think of is like here. We think of like Indian restaurants and those Indian people that work hard, and we just go like, oh, okay, Indian restaurants. Yeah, curry tastes good. It sounds like Japanese people are being racist, but that's like Japanese people saying like Indian food is good, like Indian's good. I don't really think, what I wanted to say is here, I don't think Japanese people have like any bad opinions about Indian people in the first place, like that are in Japan. Like that's what I figured out, like watching a lot of like documentaries yesterday. So what Japanese people think about India, they have no image or like no opinions about the country itself, like 100%. But what do Japanese people think about Indians? They kind of see Indians positively because of like the Indians we see in Japan. Like you don't see Indians causing trouble. Like if you look at Indians are quiet in Japan for whatever reason. If I watch documentaries of like India, whatever, they are talkative, right, in India. Like they freaking talk to random strangers in India. But then in Japan, all the Indians here are kind of quiet, and I think it's like they're trying to be polite and they're trying to be Japanese too, I think. So like And that's what we like in Japan, right? So like we think Indians are being polite. Indians don't cause problems. Indians are like shy-ish. So then we actually go to like Indian restaurants. But Indians freaking offer like all you can eat naan, and they're really polite too. They apologize a lot too, and that actually fits in really, really well in Japan. So like that personality is actually kind of preferred in Japan, because like Japan's a country of like, you know, a country where politeness is preferred the most. So I'm not talking about my experience. I watched a lot of like documentaries and whatever yesterday, so I can talk about it here. Overall, Japanese people's impression about India, they all say curry. But on the internet, it's a bad thing, because like that's usually like a racist comment, like, oh yeah, curry. Yeah. But when Japanese people say curry, like it's not like, oh curry, it's not that. It's like, oh yeah, curry, because like we like curry. Like curry is like the, you know, it's like the most thing that's eaten in Japan more than anything. So this, that. But when you ask Japanese people what they think about Indians, they usually say like polite, quiet, which I think is quite interesting. I saw a lot of like videos about what Japanese people think about Indians. They say like Indians are kind of polite, quiet, shy. I'm like, are Indians really shy and quiet? Because again, like I know a lot of like people that went to India, and I saw a lot of like videos about Indians. They are not really shy and quiet, right? They talk to like people. Like, I was like, how come Indians are shy? But then I was like, oh yeah, because Japanese people are thinking about Indians based on their experience going to Indian restaurants. And if you go to like Indian restaurants in Japan, again, they are like elites, like because they're Indians from India that are in Japan now. They are elites, right? And so like they tend to be sort of like shyer, quieter, because they are trying to fit in Japan too, because they have the ability to usually like fit in Japan. So that's kind of the situation here. And again, we are going to India town, and this is like my third time going there too, but you'll be surprised by how they are kind of quiet, I guess. I actually never thought about this. I go to like a lot of different Indian restaurants too. They are shy and quiet, yeah. But it's not really like they are actually shy, probably. They're not really shy, they're not quiet. It's more like they are trying to fit in Japan, which is like, you know, you have to be quiet, you have to like be chill, I guess. Like they have the ability to do that because like they are elites, like Indian elites, right?
Philly Disco donated $1. I am shocked Sora watches documentaries. I thought Sora only watched porn.
No. I do watch a lot of documentaries about things.
Lemon John G23 donated $1. Take a shot every time Sora says the words Indian or India.
India, 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 India. So like, let me actually talk about my honest impression about India or like Indians. Indians that you see in Japan are fleeking. Fleeking. Indians you see in Japan are elites, okay? So if you talk to any Indians in Tokyo, for example, they're freaking like actual elites. So like my impression of like those Indians in Tokyo, like in Japan, my impression about those people, like those Indians, is really, really good because they try to fit in Japan well. And they are open-minded too. They go like, oh yeah, you know what, we are Indians, we do this, we do that, but Japanese people like this, so we try to fit in. They freaking say stuff like that all the time. So my impression about Indians like in Japan, in Tokyo, is actually really, really good. Because they are polite, they are respectful, they try to fit in Japan. They don't do like, oh you know what, we are Indians, we are in Japan, but we are gonna do it in the Indian way. Because we are Indians. They don't do that. They actually go like, oh, you know what? We are Indians, but we are in Japan. We all try to fit in Japan. They do that thing. So my impression about Indians in Tokyo or like Indian in Japan are really, really good. Like even in Ichihara City, I go to this Indian restaurant. They're freaking polite as fuck. And they try to fit in. Do other foreigners do that? I think Asians tend to do it more. Asians. Like Filipinos do. Filipinos Thai. I don't really think Americans tend to do it a lot though. There are some Americans like who kind of try to do it too. Some Americans are like, oh, you know what? I don't want to be like that crazy foreigner, so I try to fit in Japan. But Asians usually try to do that a lot more. Like Indians too, like Filipinos, Koreans. Usually, Koreans kind of do it really well. And the thing is here, so my impression about the Indians in Japan is really, really good. But the thing is here, the Indians I see on the internet, like in my chat, for example, they can be wild sometimes because like they show up and they talk about India like forever, and if I just ignore them, they just go like, "Why do you ignore India? You racist?" So like, my impression about the Indian people on the internet is kind of just a bit different from like my real Indian experience. Like my real Indian experience is like always good. They're chill as fuck. They don't really freaking just randomly throw a tantrum either. Like they're so chill usually. They don't rage. They never rage. They never get into trouble. You seriously don't see any like moments when Indians are causing problems in Japan. They are like, they try to fit in. But then on my channel, India, talk about India. So like it's kind of really interesting. Like I was like, I've been thinking about this. Why are the Indians in Japan so like polite, and they are like the, you know, the perfect like people, but then like why are the Indians on my channel on the internet just act like I have to talk about India like all the time? So I was kind of surprised by the gap, but you know what, my conclusion, that's how the internet is, because Japanese people do the same on the internet too. Some Japanese people just like show up on my channel and talk about like some wild stuff too. That has happened. Yeah.
This is all great info about India, but what are your thoughts about PP Po'opo'o? You can't have a live stream without taking about it once.
Yes, thank you so much for the donation. I like PP Poo Poo. Yeah. But yeah, let's just go to India town again, and you'll see how, like, you'll see elite Indians everywhere. I actually did look up like the history behind it too. They are elite Indians, and we are like 40 minutes away from there. So once we get there, we will start seeing like Indians here and there. They are elite Indians. You'll notice like how elite Indians are everywhere in that town.
Well, people from any country on the net act crazy.
True. Yeah, that's like my so that's kind of like what I noticed. I was like, you know what? On the internet, everybody freaking does like crazy stuff. So it's not really like what Indians do. It's more like that's the internet, yeah. But yeah, I don't know like what Indians are really like, because I've never been to India in the first place. I just know what Indians do in Japan. And in Japan, they are just polite as fork. Like they are so well behaved, and they are just chill in Japan, in Tokyo at least. Like sometimes even more than Japanese people, they are even more polite.
Namaste from India. Our external affairs minister's wife is also Japanese _Nihon DAISUKII.
Thank you so much for the donation. So like, I don't know how many Indians are here. I cannot stop you. I don't know how many Indians are here, but we are going to Nishikasai, which is like the most famous India town. I've been there so many times before on stream, but I just wanted to do this stream before saying, yeah, I talked about India. And so the focus of this stream is to kind of like actually see the Indians there, like not the scenery or anything. I will just actually go to some restaurants and talk to some Indians, and you'll see how Indians in Japan are kind of polite, or they're shy-ish. They're kind of shy. They don't really talk to you that much. They're shy. But I think it's more like they're trying to fit in. Yeah. And that's a red light. Nishikasai, yeah. Speak Indian. Yes, I'm speaking Indian now. Nishikasai めっちゃ人数いますね。でも言うほどめっちゃ見るわけじゃないんだよな。ちょっと見る感じはあるけどね。めっちゃ見る感じではない気がする。
I have a friend who's a mix of Indian and Okinawachin, and her family fits well with the locals there.
So like, I kind of did some research about the history of like India and Japan. So you know how Buddhism is kind of like a thing in Japan too, right? So like we obviously got that influence from India, like obviously. So you can see some like places that are influenced by India a little bit. If you see those like architecture that's like influenced by the whole Buddhism culture, so you see that too, yeah. But like there's some like similarities between some Indian culture and like some Japanese culture, yeah. I'm not gonna say we are similar though, we are different.
Philly Disco donated $1. Are we going to visit a haunted Indian restaurant?
Hilarious. In Japan though, I was actually talking about this with an American person. In America, you don't really find haunted places everywhere. So like, it's not even like in America. Like in the world, you don't really see haunted places everywhere like we do in Japan. So if you search like haunted on Google Maps, you cannot see a lot of like haunted places in your countries, everybody. But you can in Japan. In Japan, if I type in like haunted, I can probably find like 20 different haunted spots here. Because in Japan though, like once a person dies, that's suddenly a haunted spot. Or like once they hear something, that's a haunted spot. Once they hear like this screeching sound, even though it's probably a bird, it's haunted now. Like that's kind of what that is like in Japan. So there are so many haunted spots in Japan, like literally everywhere. Even in my area, Ichihara, or like even Chiba Prefecture, there's like so many like haunted spots, right? But let me tell you something. I wanted to go to a haunted spot in India town, Nishikasai. I searched it. There's none. You cannot find any. Like that's what showed up is here. I searched haunted. What I found was literally just cemetery. But I guess you can say it's haunted because like that's where dead bodies are buried. I guess like that kind of makes sense. That's the only thing in that town. So in that town though, you cannot see Yakuza's offices, you cannot find haunted places, you cannot really see real brothels either. I got so confused. It's not really like what Japan's like.
Onion bhaji plus cheese naan equal happy food coma.
I kind of think cheese naan and the butter chicken curry is still like the best.
A hidden cat farts in bush. Haunted bush.
Thank you so much for the donation. Like literally in every stream though, I can find so many places like that are banned to visit. In Japan, like there's like so many of those. Because like they like to abandon things in the countryside usually. Or like it's haunted. If it's abandoned, it's haunted. And that India town, you don't see haunted places, abandoned things. Like Yakuza's offices. You don't really see any of those. So isn't it interesting? I thought it was actually kind of wild. Because again, if it's like a foreign city, then there should be like Yakuza's offices, there should be like prostitution, there should be like crimes. It's usually how that is in every country, right? But in Japan, in India town, it's freaking so different there. That's a red light. Curry haunted. What is haunted curry? Indian Yakuzas? There's no Indian mafias either, actually. I searched. I wanted to know if there are any Indian mafias here. There's like none here. Prostitution in Japan, it's a thing, yes. No fuck parks. There's one fuck park, yeah, which is called Kasai Rinkai Koen, but that's a bit different. That's not really like an Indian town. We have gangsters in India. And so those gangsters are not probably like elite Indians, thus they are not in Japan, I'm guessing. Again, like if you find any Indians, you know what though, my Indian experience, I had Indian friends. I even had friends from like Nepal or like Bangladesh. I talked to them like back in university like a lot. They usually are from like insanely rich family or like they are successful as fork. So you don't really see like gang Indians or anything in Japan because you have to be kind of you have to be from a really good family to be in Japan in the first place, because you have to be rich to move to Japan, I guess. So, but you can kind of just like Google it. It's quite interesting, like the Indian situation in Japan. Like, yeah. Anyways, I just wanted to say that the Indians like you can find in Japan, the ones like that live in Japan, they are usually from like good families and they are successful as fuck. Insanely successful. Like, they're usually like, oh, you know what? In India, I'm from this family and we have like this much money. And I'm like, what the fuck? And like, oh, I have like this last name, it means this. And I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, that usually surprises me. And those like Indian elites are in Nishikasai, so we are going there again. Which is like something I never thought about. Because like when we go to like that India town, we think about Indian food, right? We just go like, oh yeah, Indian food, oh curry, huh? Kulfi, huh? That's what I've done before. But now, in this stream, we are gonna go there to see those elite Indians. And see like what they do here in Japan. And how they act in Japan. And let's see what they say to me and stuff too. But they act kind of shy too, or quiet. But I guess it's just like, again, they're trying to fit in Japan. That's my assumption.
Lemon John G23 donated $1. India, Indian, 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 India, India, Indian, India, Indian, India, Indian, India, Indian, India, Indian, India, Indian, India, Indian.
Are you happy? I never thought you were into India that much. That's a red light. And I don't know if I want to actually visit India though, by the way. I still want to be in Japan. I mean, I guess I can just visit actually. You know what? Yeah. What do you guys think about India? Let's go. Maybe now Indians will stop talking about India, yeah. What's in India today? It's kind of cloudy in India. Actually though, can I talk about something really interesting? So, like, there are countries that are beginner friendly for like Japanese people. So like Thailand is like up there. Like if you haven't, like if you're Japanese and if you have never gone outside of Japan, then Thailand is like one of them. Korea is one of them. What else? Philippines, kinda, depends on like which area. India's actually not there. I actually did some research about it too. And even some Indians like told me exactly the same thing. They're like, you know what, yeah, so like if you're Japanese and if you're a beginner, if you're a noob at traveling, yeah, India's like not in the recommendation list. You have to have some kind of experience. So it's like basically what they told me. Even some Indians were saying that, actually.
Is America the final boss?
America's... It depends on like what area, yeah. Because it can be sometimes hard. Even real Indians are saying that too. Like some Indians were even saying it, like pre-chat. They were like, I'm from India, but for Japanese people, it's not really beginner friendly. Like they were saying that too, yeah. Inner cities in America are not for beginners. I think the most beginner friendly place in America is like probably Hawaii or Guam. Or fuck. Not the mainland in America actually. Yeah, it's either Hawaii or Guam. Yeah, not like LA. LA is not beginner friendly, yo. Fuck. LA is not beginner friendly, dude. LA is like a place where you make some mistakes and boom, you get shot. Like seriously, it's not beginner friendly. Singapore is like beginner friendly for Japanese people. I'm talking about Japanese people here. Like for Japanese people, LA is insane. And India, yeah, it's for Japanese people, it's not beginner friendly. Thailand, I heard it's like beginner friendly for Japanese people who've never like gone outside of Japan. Alaska, I heard it's hard. But Korea, it's like so beginner friendly. Because Japanese people go to Korea the most. It's so beginner friendly because like the cultures like similar, languages are like similar, like mannerisms are almost the same too. So like everything's kind of same. What we experience in Japan is like what you can experience in Korea. That's what I hear from Japanese people. So India is like not a beginner friendly place for like Japanese travelers. Not America. Maybe Hawaii and Guam. Philippines kinda depends on like where you go to.
Sora is no longer American. Sora is now Indian.
Yes. Sora the Indian. Takashi from India. I'm gonna actually talk to Takashi from India tomorrow at night. Like, I'm doing it tomorrow. Takashi from India. Because he actually came back from India, like, last week or something. So that's a red light, so I can see comments when my car is not moving. Indian culture is very different. Yeah, it's like entirely different for Japanese people. Like, Japanese people will freak out, yeah. Because it's so different. Like, especially when they are never, like, experienced, when they are not experienced in different countries. Yeah, Japanese people will freak out in India. It's not really beginner friendly for Japanese people. But yeah, Thailand and Korea, those are like really beginner friendly for Japanese people. Canada too, actually. You know what? Canada maybe, yeah. Culture shock. It's insanely different. So people, I actually have a friend who went to India. And like this lady, she's like a Japanese girl. She even said like, my life is now entirely different. Like my perspective about my life is entirely different because I went to India. So it's like so different that you learn entirely new things in India. That's like what India is like for Japanese people. America is kind of like that too. America is like that. Australia is like definitely beginner friendly for Japanese people. I hear that a lot. I gotta drive now. So Australia, definitely beginner friendly for Japanese people. I hear that. And not EU, actually. I hear EU is not really beginner friendly for Japanese people. Like Australia is definitely beginner friendly. Thailand, Korea, obviously. Those three countries maybe. Like if you have never gone to foreign countries as a Japanese person, like those three countries maybe. I hear Thailand everywhere. Like I hear Thailand like from every like Japanese person that likes to travel. Like, oh, if you have never gone abroad, just go to Thailand first. Like that's what people seem to do too as well. Like either Korea or Thailand. And that's a red light. You ignore Philippines. I mean, Philippines is like there too. Philippines is like a beginner-friendly country for Japanese people. If it's like Cebu or Davao City, I think. Maybe. It's kind of like the keys here. Like, how easy is it for Japanese people to fit in the culture and like experience things, right? And Thailand, so easy because like apparently it's not that different. And Korea, so easy because obviously. And Australia, I'm not sure how easy it is for Japanese people, but I hear it's easy, yeah.
In India, cultures change like in every month.
Yeah. And like it changes drastically depending on like what area you're into, right? Like people change, the language changes, and everything changes. The food even changes, which is kind of like the same everywhere too. But in Japan, it's kind of like that too, but it's not that drastically different here in Japan. The differences in each prefecture aren't that different. But in India, I heard it's like freaking insane. So that freaks out Japanese people, I heard, yeah. And that's a red light. For the organic food restaurants and street food, real Indians, I was talking to real Indians. They all told me to stay away from like Indian street food. Like, so Indians that are in Japan, like I'm friends with like some of them, right? They were like, oh yeah, for Indians, like it's not a problem. But for Japanese people, like they would have like a diarrhea is like what they say. Like if you eat some like random street food in India, it's not like what other people told me. It's Indians told me. Indians told me like, oh, if you're Japanese, don't go to like street food stands. That's not good for Japanese people. Like if you want Indian food, like a real one, real Indian food, that's good. Then you have to actually go to a restaurant, but like you have to have an Indian person with you. So like that way you get the real like authentic one. Like that's what everybody says, yeah.
Fun fact. Fontas seem to be popular in India.
I think somebody told me that actually. And that's a red light. But it's so good though. So like apparently for Japanese people, if Japanese people go to India and if Japanese people eat street food in India, they actually do have like stomachache. Like that's very common apparently. Simply because like what we eat is like so different too. It's so different, but at the same time, there's like a lot of differences, right? So yeah, you can't just eat alone in India. You can though, but like a lot of my Indian friends told me like, yeah, no street food. Like in Japan, you just go to street food and you just eat whatever. You don't care. But in India though, sometimes you have to be careful. It's like what they told me, like what my Indian friends told me. Rice is different. The different rice there is actually really tasty, my honest opinion. We got strong immunity from eating a little street food. Yeah, that's what some Indians told me. Some Indians told me like, oh, you know what, like, we eat this kind of stuff and we grew up this kind of stuff, so like, we got some like immunity. So they apparently are immune to a lot of like things. So they don't really have stomachache or anything. But Japanese people are kind of weak when it comes down to stuff like that. When we eat something even a bit different from like what we eat, we freaking just like have diarrhea and boom, right? But that's not really a thing for Indians. So like Indians actually like street food and they think it's tasty. But for Japanese people, since Japanese people are not used to eating that kind of stuff, so like they just have diarrhea, and it's called welcome shower, like for Japanese people, like where they just go to India and they try street food and they have diarrhea, which is very common for Japanese people, by the way. Japanese people have diarrhea in every country. It's very common. It happened to me in America too. I talked about this. But it's kind of like the same for everybody too. But in Japan though, we go everywhere and we eat everywhere thinking like it's fine, right? So it's kind of rare for us to have diarrhea based on like what we eat. We sometimes have that too, but it's kind of rare. But for Japanese people in foreign countries, and thank you so much for the donation, for Japanese people in foreign countries, it's very common. Like in America, for me though, I went to a gas station and I had some gas station food and the next day, boom, like diarrhea blaster for 26.9. Like that's basically what happened to me. And in Korea, nothing actually happened. But it seems very common. And it's called welcome shower. Welcome shower.
Philly Disco donated $1. Please stop bringing your Japanese diarrhea to our country.
Come to think of it, yeah, I went to America, I had some gas station food, I got diarrhea. Yeah, I guess I did that actually. Wow. And that's a red light, so. That's racist. How is it racist if I poop? Perhaps eating freshly cooked street food helps. So, for Japanese people, like that's kind of like the easiest, or like most secured, it's like the safest food ever for us.
Suddenly the Japanese. I have a bad case of diarrhea. Video makes a lot more sense.
Thank you so much for the donation. Yeah, it is actually a thing. Japanese people's like stomachs are so weak. Like our stomachs are so weak. Like so weak. You'll notice it, by the way. You'll notice it. Like I watch a lot of YouTubers, Japanese YouTubers like that travel around the world, and they always have diarrhea. It's freaking hilarious actually. Like, so now in Japan though, what's trending right now is like a channels like that travel around the world. They go to India, they go to whatever. They always have diarrhea. Like all of them. They freaking have diarrhea in every country. So like, our stomachs are freaking like so weak. But I guess like that's how Asians are. Maybe I don't really know. But Japanese people freaking like poop everywhere.
Philly Disco donated $1. Every time I get diarrhea, I curse my Japanese genes.
Yeah.
Mukesh Ambani FRM India is richest PRSONN Asia.
I still think the richest Indians you can find are the ones like that are in Tokyo, like in Nishikasai. I still kind of think they are like the true richest Indians. That's my guess, but who knows? And that's a red light, so I can stop and see comments here.
You gotta greet your Indian friends with Maryland Chodahai. It's disrespectful and offensive otherwise.
I really feel like it means something really crazy, because I know it's namaste. See? 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 It's weird that Japanese eat raw fish and get diarrhea everywhere else. So I actually did some research about it. So there are some things we eat that are insane, right?
Indian or one of foreigner I most respect. For all katakana middle dot.
Thank you so much for the donation. Indians in Japan are like well behaved. Like I seriously find it kind of interesting. Again, like Indians in Japan are kind of like well behaved. Like they're freaking polite as fuck. Not sure about Indians in India, but the Indians like you see in Japan are freaking like so polite. Anyway, so like what I wanted to say is here. So you know how Japanese people eat crazy stuff? Something like raw egg, raw fish, raw seaweed. What else? Like raw everything. But they seem to, like Japanese people seem to be fine, right? Oh, and raw chicken, that's a thing too. Raw chicken. And then they still like don't really have diarrhea. I guess it's just, I don't know, man. I don't know what happens to like non-Japanese people when they eat those things. I don't know if they ever get diarrhea or not. But
Nanchu said, raw chicken is dangerous.
But Daddy, do you know like, I think it's called torisashi, right? That's a red light. Wait, isn't it called torisashi? Wait, raffles. What is it again? Like torisashi? Salmonella? No, it's actually healthy apparently. It's not even like poisonous or anything. You can apparently eat it, but you have to like grow it like that. I forgot what that is.
Years ago, I watched a documentary about India. They talked about how even though the caste system was abolished, the effects are still felt where the higher caste people still don't want to associate with lower caste people.
Interesting.
That sounds like unique elemental resistance.
Yeah. It's not salmonella, it's healthy. It's not that. Like, Japanese people grow some like special chickens that are for like sashimi purposes. I haven't had raw chicken. Like, so what is it though? Like, there's like this one prefecture, right? Where they eat chicken sashimi. And it's called torisashi or something. I've never tried it, by the way. Even for Japanese people, it's crazy, by the way. But it's even for Japanese people, it's crazy. But then Japanese people eat raw horse meat, raw chicken meat, raw beef, not raw pork. I don't think they do that here. So it's kind of wild how Japanese people do it. But then when Japanese people go outside, they freaking have diarrhea everywhere. And again, it happened to me as well, even in America. So yeah, Japanese people are known for having very weak stomachs, like in the world. It might be like the worst stomachs ever in Japan. Like actually the worst stomach ever. Like in the world, yeah, Japanese people are so weak. Because I still like remember, I drank some tap water in America and then I had diarrhea 10 years ago. I was like, what is happening? But yeah, like, it's just how weak our stomachs are. Our stomachs are insanely weak that we eat something, we have diarrhea. But the thing is here, if you know Japanese and if you read a lot of like blogs about Japanese people traveling, they usually talk about how to deal with diarrhea outside of Japan. Like what not to eat, what to eat. It's a very real thing.
Said, Japanese people are very, very into cleanliness. They might be going overboard, reducing their body's ability to fight off various bacteria.
You know what though? I actually agree with you. So like, you know how to build some immunity, you can have to have like bad things in your body to fight against like those things, right? Japanese people are weak as fork when it comes down to like fighting those bacteria, for example. Like we are the ones that get sick faster than like anybody else, like actually. So yeah, food problems especially. Like if we have something that's even a little bit dirty, like only a little bit, then we have like the most hardcore diarrhea. But yeah, I guess like that's just like what the culture is like. So we don't have like a lot of different bacteria in our bodies that protect us from different things. But Indians, on the other hand, I think Indians are used to that kind of stuff, so like they kind of can fight those bacteria maybe. Thus, it doesn't happen. But yeah, if you guys are interested in that, watch Japanese people traveling the world, like traveling around the world. There's like 100% this one moment where Japanese people have diarrhea and they just go like, oh, it's a thing. It's 100% a thing. And it doesn't mean like the food there is bad or anything, because we have diarrhea everywhere in every country. Like, it's just so well known, it's freaking hilarious. Like, at least, like, at this point, we are like the poop race. Like, we poop everywhere. But it doesn't mean the food there sucks or anything. It just means, like, we are Japanese. Our stomachs are freaking the same as, like, babies. But yeah, so the India town's there. So we are now going there, and I want to get some, like, Indian Kulfi. No, I want to say it in the Indian way. Kulfi. Fuck. Kulfi. Whatever. I want to get that ice cream thing. And then I want to get some like Indian snacks or something. I don't want to get Indian food because I had some like food already. So I want to get the real ice cream, Indian ice cream. And I want to get lassi too. Probably mango lassi. So I'm thinking about spending at least like $10, $20 in this stream, which I'm fine with. So that's my plan here. But I want to find a decent Indian restaurant first. I kind of did some Googling, but I'm not sure yet.
Well, majority of Indians are vegetarians.
Really?
Chances of getting sick from raw meat, spoiled meat are low. But that means low protein content in the meals.
I didn't know Indians were like vegetarians. Oh. That's actually something I didn't know.
It's because Japanese have a rice-based diet. You guys eat simply shit and can't handle the intense flavorings.
Japanese need Indian spices to strengthen stomach.
Yeah. By the way, I recently.
Mommy said, simple shit asterisk.
Yes. By the way, let me talk about something really interesting. So, on the internet, when people talk about India and spices, right? Like, that means, like, people on the internet are mocking Indian people, right? Like, oh, India spices. Oh, in India, you smell spices everywhere. Huh? So, it's like, people are mocking, right? Like, that's my impression, at least. On the internet, especially in the English-speaking community where people say, like, India, it's spices, they are usually making fun of Indians. But I noticed something. When Japanese people talk about spices and India and curry, they're talking about health. Like, I really recently, I kind of felt like that's how it is. Like, any YouTubers that talk about, like, I'm talking about English-speaking YouTubers, any YouTubers, like English-speaking YouTubers, like when they talk about, oh yeah, if you go to India, you smell spices. I really feel like they're mocking India. That's my impression. But then when Japanese people talk about India and spices, they're talking about health. Like, oh yeah, it's healthy. And I'm like, fuck.
Old PC 2007 donated $5. I give you all my money from PayPal, $5 offer bonus.
Thank you so much for the donation, but you don't have to, but I really appreciate it, yeah. So that's what I noticed, because like Japanese people are kind of into spices, actually, if you guys didn't know about this. Like, I kind of do care about my health too, but Japanese people talk about spices all the time, like, oh yeah, this spice is good for health, this, that is like, this and that are good for health and whatever. And then they usually bring up like Indian spices, and say like, oh yeah, Indian spices are good for like this body, whatever. So in Japan though, like when they talk about Indian spices, yeah, they're talking about health. Like not like, oh, India. That's one thing I noticed quite recently. But yeah, anyways. And that's a red light. Spice and herbs. Yeah, probably.
Called up Shutia by a Microsoft tech support guy. Weird. All I said was Terimaki Chut to him and called him a Ben Chode. Wakata Nai.
I actually don't know what you just said. I don't know what language that is, but either way, the Microsoft support guy, that phrase just got me. I literally have no idea what you just said here. But either way, that was like really funny to me. I was like, oh, that's actually kind of funny because you said the word tech support. Yeah, that's like my favorite like word of all time. Tech support. Like that's like just funny to me. That's just really funny to me. But yeah, anyway, so like we are gonna be there in like 15 minutes. We are gonna see elite Indians that way, and we're gonna eat elite Indian food. And there are so many Nepalese people and like, you know, people from Bangladesh and like probably some more Indians too, but let's see. And that's a red light. Elite. Again, think about this. They are from India. They are in Tokyo. They are elites. Let's go elite diarrhea. The thing is here, I've never had a diarrhea in Japan. When I go to Indian restaurants, like I never experienced it in Japan. I guess, I mean, you know, they kind of do it the Japanese way too. So, you know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, you know what, yeah. Like, I mean, this is kind of obvious. I've been talking about this everywhere. I go to Indian restaurants quite a lot, like a lot more than like any other Japanese people, because like it's so freaking cheap. It's cheap, and it kind of feels healthy too, even though it's probably not that entirely healthy.
Lemon John G 23 donated $1. One time an Indian scammer called me and I asked him what his favorite Indian food was. He got mad and started cursing at me, and I said he seems hungry, he should eat some butter chicken and stop raging. He rage quit and hung up on me.
Is talking about Indian food racist? Because I think Indian food is like tasty. I really feel like some Indians think the word Indian is a racist like term. I kind of started feeling like that recently. Like, I don't know, man. Like, why is the word India racist towards some Indians? Like, what the fuck? Like, that's my impression. Like, there was like this one Indian dude who got so mad because I was talking about Indian curry. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I was not even, like, I'm a huge Indian food fan, okay? I've been saying this, like, publicly so many times. I even made a video about it. I made a short about it. I've been talking about this, like, on stream. I've been going to different Indian restaurants on stream. I'm a huge Indian food fan. So then I was talking about Indian curry. And then, like, that dude freaking raged. And I was like, what the fuck? And he was like, in India, we have more foods than just curry. You're so ignorant. Fuck you. And I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, wait, what? Don't stress, you are doing nothing wrong. I'm not really stressed out or anything. It's more that I just find it hilarious. Like, some Indians think the word Indians, like, it's a racial slur, I guess. But again, I've been saying this. I'm a huge Indian food fan. I never really say no to, like, any of my offers, any of, like, the offers I get from my friends saying, like, hey, do you want to go to an Indian restaurant? I usually say yes. I never say no. But I sometimes say no to, like, some offers to like whatever, like what restaurants, because I just feel like it's not worth it. But Indian restaurants are cheap as fuck either way, and like it's just never bad either. I've been saying this, but then yeah, some Indians got mad because I was talking about curry, and I was like, what the fuck? I don't know, man. Maybe like the word India is actually racist, so like we have to be careful. I'm sorry, Indians. Like, I didn't know the word India is racist. Fuck. And we're gonna be there soon, by the way. Let's get Kulfi. Kulfi. I'm gonna say it in a Japanese way. Let's get Kulfi. Let's get Kulfi. Everybody, let's get that thing. Let's get the real one. And what is like... Wait, do Indians have like... some do you guys have like milkshakes? Oh, lassi, yeah. So I'm gonna get mango lassi, kulfi. I still like don't know how to freaking pronounce it yet. And that's a bit late. Thank you so much for the donation. I think your name is getting censored. Curry isn't the only thing India is known for. They're world-class beef too. I kind of think when it comes down to beef, I really feel like you're trolling actually. But thank you so much for the donation. I was gonna say like we have Wagyu, but I now feel like you're trolling. But thank you so much.
In Nay, India, none would recognize you as foreigner.
What? I can be a true Indian.
KAMANWITHAPLAN donated $3.
Thank you so much.
Indians is racist. They prefer to be called Native Americans.
Wait. They prefer to be called Native Americans, so they're racist. What the fuck is this dimension? Wait, so if I ever say like, oh, I'm not Japanese, but I'm an anime character, then I become a racist myself as well? Like, the fuck is this dimension? What the fuck is this dimension? Like, what is happening here anymore? Like, I don't really get it. You know what? I'm not Japanese. I'm an anime character. Now I'm racist. Let's go. Wrong Indian. Different Indian. Yeah. Anyways. So India town's like almost there. And by the way, this is not my first time going there. And this stream is gonna be that long. It's not gonna be that long because I don't want to do anything else but go into India. Like, seriously, the point of this stream is simply because I wanted to say that I did a stream about India. Like, everything is about India in this stream. So then, like, yeah. Every time, like, people ask me about India, I can say, like, just watch that stream. So, I'm not gonna do anything else by going to Indian places. So I'm gonna go to the India. I'm gonna go to the India town, get some Indian food, not curry because I'm kind of full. I had some food already, but I'm gonna get kulfi, whatever that thing is, and I'm gonna get lassi, and I'm gonna get some more stuff if there's like anything interesting looking. And then I want to talk to elite Indians too. I want to talk to them and I want to say like, you know, I'm interested in India. Like, can you tell me why you're in Japan? I want to talk to some Indians too, like in the town. So that's what I'm gonna do today. Like, I don't want to just like show you guys like what the India town looks like. I want to actually actively talk to the restaurant people, like the people that work at restaurants, and you know, like what they sound like, those elite Indians. So that's kind of like the main point of this stream. And so this stream is gonna probably end soon-ish. It's not gonna be that long. I stream usually for like 8 hours, 7 hours, 6 hours. This stream is gonna be less than probably 3. Maybe not 2, but 3. And that's a red light. If Indians say you're racist again, just tell them you're sad and that you wanted them to be your friendians. When people call me racist, I usually say like I am. Because like, I mean, I don't know, man. If I'm just racist, I don't have to just really say like I'm not racist. If they think I'm racist, then I am. I'm not gonna really change their opinions. If they think I am, then I am. Like, that's how it is. Like, if I'm racist for talking about curry, then like, I don't know, man. I'm racist. Like, it's not how it works. I'm not gonna just deny it and be like, I'm not a racist. Dude, if I talk about Indian curry and say like, well, you know what, Indian curry is probably freaking the tastiest thing ever possible, and if they call me racist for that, then I am. Like, fuck. Like, I cannot be anything else anymore. Like, at that point, I'm racist. And that's a red light. Why are people calling him racist? Oh, it's not like people are calling me racist. It's like, I was talking about that story where I was talking about how Indian curry is amazing. Like, that was like last year. And then this Indian dude got mad at me saying like, India's not all about curry. And he didn't really call me racist, but yeah, like, that's kind of like what happened. So like, I was talking about that story, and then some of my viewers were like, if that happens again, just do this, do that. And I was like, no, if they think I'm racist, I am. I'm not gonna really deny it, because I am. I'm not gonna change their opinions, yo, and it's there. Alright, let's go everybody, India town in Tokyo again. And alright, let me explain the town again, everybody. I'm gonna talk about this one more time. So, I'm that one YouTuber, or like a streamer that goes to wacky places, something like brothels, red light districts, Yakuza town, Yakuza's offices, dangerous areas of Japan, and whatever. I actually did look up even haunted places too in India town. There's none. There's no haunted places in Nishikasai in Indian town. There's no brothels in India town. There's no Yakuza's offices in Indian town, India town. The crime rate doesn't exist. Like, it's almost close to none. Like, crimes don't exist. So we are going to the truest, like, elitist India town here, called Nishikasai. Usually, it's easier to assume when there's like a foreigner town in Japan, the crime rate's like usually a bit higher. But no, in that town, India town, crimes don't exist. It's like almost impossible to exist. Crimes don't exist. That's what I wanted to say. And I'm familiar with the town, so I'll show you. And I'm gonna get some like Indian food and talk to some like elite Indians. And why I'm saying elite Indians, I was talking about this too. Indians that come to Japan and Indians that live in Japan are all elite because they are from India. They are like rich in the first place. So they have the money to come to Japan, and they have the willpower to like work in Japan and live in Japan without complaining about it. They still find a way to be in Japan. That's like what elites do in Japan. So they are like all elite Indians. So what you're gonna see in this stream is like they are all elite Indians. They're like top Indians. So kind of like we are going to see Bill Gates, but like Indian Bill Gates in that town. It's like what Nishikasai is like, because you don't see any wacky things. Elite cook? I don't think they are insanely good at cooking or anything. I'm not gonna say that. I kind of doubt it. Bro is hyping them up, but it's what that place is like though. I've been there before too, and you'll notice like how that place is like seriously less wackier than any other places I've been to. Like there's like no wackiness going on. But the thing is like they freaking closed their restaurants way too early. That's one complaint I have about Indian restaurants. They freaking closed their restaurants at like 3.
Indian Gates.
Yeah, but so in this stream, I wanted to talk to some Indians. I want to go to some like restaurants and say like, hey, do you have like this food? Like, how long have you been in Japan? I want to talk to some Indians. I'm not gonna film their faces or anything. I just want to just talk to them and like, you know how much of like an elite they are in that town. Maybe like they're not like super elites in Japan, but they're like elites from India, is what I have to say. Like, I don't know what the richest area in India is like, but they usually are from like that area, but they're in Japan now. It's like my impression, I guess. I could be wrong about this. I'm kind of guessing. But you'll see everything. There's like no wackiness going on there. So I gotta play a character here to kind of fit in the area too. So I'm gonna be that one person who's interested in India now. I'm not really entirely interested in India or anything. I like Indian food, but it's not like I want to live in India or anything. But so
Philly Disco donated $1. Sora, you haven't heard of Indian time. They eat
No.
lunch after 2 p.m. and eat dinner after 7 p.m.
really? Oh.
How do you like curry overall? And how do you compare Japanese and Indian curry?
Indian curry and Japanese curry are two different things, so like it's not really like I can compare the two. It's kind of like comparing udon to ramen. It's impossible. Like those two things are entirely different. It's kind of like you're asking me like whether like which food I like more between ramen or pizza. They are two like entirely different things. So I cannot say which I like more. I kind of personally like Indian curry more because of like butter chicken curry is what I have to say. Thai curry versus Indian curry. I'm gonna talk about my preference, Indian curry. It's just my preference. At that point, it's just about my preference. I'm Indian. I don't know what Indian curry is because no one here even uses that term. Indian curry for you is called curry. Japanese curry in Japan is called kare. Now you know. Of course you don't know what Indian curry is because in India you don't call it Indian curry, you just call it curry. Of course. Yeah, like we in Japan, we don't call Japanese curry, like we don't call it Japanese curry. In Japan we call it kare because of course. Like why are you so confused about it? So my parking lot is there, huh? I'm not gonna turn right here. And I gotta where is this? This is not the India town yet. India town's like over there. And that's a red light, so
I'm on a plane right now heading to Tokyo airplane departure.
You're using the internet now? Are you using like what? Wi-Fi or something? Tokyo Midai Wala. I don't know where that is. Like in Nishikasai. Are you gonna speak English to Indians? No, I'm not gonna do that because like Indians in Japan, they speak better Japanese. They kind of forgot English. Like, this is quite interesting. So I've gone to a lot of like different Indian restaurants. They speak better Japanese, like actually, because like they've been in Japan for so long, obviously. So they know Japanese a lot better. They still have like this interesting accent where they cannot pronounce like juice. They say juice, right? So like, but yeah, juice wa irimasu ka is like something I hear. Like, do you want juice? And I'm like, juice. I cannot turn right here? Fuck! But it's telling me to like turn right! That sucks.
Most Indians in Japan come for work or education.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call them elite money-wise, but elite in skills for sure.
Yeah.
Rich ones go to US or UK.
I kind of feel like some rich ones are in Japan too, but yeah. But thank you so much for the donation either way. I really appreciate it. I guess it's more about like what country they want to visit to. But I see the elite ones here too. Yeah. But either way, I think the ones like that leave their country are the ones like that are kind of like, you know, better than the average either way. Because they are not in India. They like freaking decided to leave India, right?
Windows Tech Support can help with directions.
Yes. And I'm freaking lost. And I think it's this way. And thank you so much for the donation too. Fuck, I cannot turn right here. Oh yeah, I'm getting trolled. I'm getting trolled by my Google Maps. I'm actually getting trolled here. Fuck. I'm actually getting trolled. Fuck, I'm actually getting trolled here. This is where That's a red light. Now, it's that way. What do you mean? I'm trying to get to my parking lot, but my Google Maps keep trolling me. Which one goes to US? I guess it's more about, I don't know, like my conclusion's like...
Mike said, make sure you don't go to a Nepalese restaurant again.
I think that was like a restaurant, like that was run by... Actually, I'm not sure. But I feel like the Indians like that leave their country are the ones like that are kind of better than the average though. Because you don't really see like low-class Indians. Like if you come to India, I mean, if you come to Japan and see Indians in Japan, they're usually from like rich families. That's kind of like what I noticed. Or you can talk to other Japanese people. Like Indians you see in Japan they're wealthy. Or should I say they are well educated? Is what I have to say. Like you don't really see like Indians that are here to cause problems. You see some people that are like that, but with Indians that are kind of rare, I gotta say. That are kind of rare. That's kind of rare, I gotta say. And should I turn left here? Maybe not, maybe. But my Google Maps is telling me to turn left here. Nope. I'll just keep going straight. And that's a red light. Let's just go to an Indian restaurant and get a Kulfi. So like actually, let me just think of like my personality. Let me just think of like my personality here when I talk to Indians. So it's usually easier to like talk to people saying like, oh, I like India. So my personality is here. I'm a person that's obviously Japanese, but then I watched a lot of like documentaries of India, so now I'm interested in India. So I want to talk to Indians. Like that's my personality now.
Personally, I don't like Indian cooking methods that breaking up food into soup, and that's kind of feels not decent. Like a lot of Indian food do that.
Okay. I personally just eat Indian curry only, so I don't know. But yeah. Because like their curry is like really good. And as long as like their curry is good, I don't really care, but thank you so much. I don't really, I just don't have like any intention to like eat anything else. Actually, you know what? I'm trying to eat Kulfi. That's a red light. So I'm gonna just say like, oh, I'm thinking about going to India because I want to see Indian food and Indian people. How long have you been in Japan? Like, what do you recommend in India? I'm gonna talk to like some Indians. And if they say like they're not from India, I'm gonna still like say like, oh, you know what? I still want to talk to you. So that's my plan. Let's see everybody. It's here. Alright, India town. いや、これまだ西葛西じゃねえや。This is not Nishikasai yet. We gotta still like walk. I forgot like I decided to park here. Where's my parking lot? Where's my parking? Where's my Thank you. I only eat Indian curry. I only consume Japanese media. No weeaboo. Thank you so much for the donation. I don't know where my parking lot is. Thank you. Donald Zooramp. Matcha Samurai collab win. I still am not sure who that is. But thank you so much for the donation. Is this my parking? Wait. I don't know where my parking lot is. What? Where's my parking lot? Oh. And thank you, Shurias. Curry is derived from Kadi. Thank you so much for the donation. That's supposed to be my parking. No, that's my parking. Thank you. I am Indian, senpai. Thank you. MMO. Like Japanese curry, you slow cook the veggie till soft, but Indian curry is like to blend the veggie into soup. Thank you so much. I'm trying to... Let me actually pay attention to Wait, that's my parking lot. That's my parking lot. Somebody... Wait. That is my parking lot. That's my parking lot. What? That's my parking lot. Wait, what? Wait, that's my parking. Wait, that's my parking. Wait, what the fuck? That's my parking lot, yo. That is actually my That's seriously my parking lot. What the fuck? Dude, seriously, that's my parking lot. It's back now? I don't know. I don't know what happened. I actually have no idea what just happened. I have no idea what just happened. Anyways, let me just call them. Let me just call them, okay? Let me just call them. Because my parking lot is still gone. So... How do I call them though? It was hilarious. I don't know what just happened actually. Haunted parking spot? Yeah. So... And thank you, Salki. Tell us if you hear this when the demon release you, yeah. I'm trying to figure out how to call them in the first place. You needed to redeem your parking lot. But how though? They got no phone number or anything. Well, what do I do in this situation? Do I just punch them or something? Or what do people do here? Like when your parking lot is legit taken. Do you just punch them? Rip off? But actually how, what do I do now? Did you already pay for it? Yeah. I paid for it. That's my parking lot and it's taken. That's actually taken. Oh wait, you know what? I really cannot park here. That's an illegal one. That's actually an illegal one. I gotta take a picture of that and report them. Fuck. Yeah, I gotta report them. I actually have to report them now. Fuck, that sucks. Yeah, I'm just basically checking it, and like, I gotta take a picture of that car, and I gotta report them. But you know what? That's only 400 yen. What happened? I reserved a parking lot, but that's taken. Like, there's like legit a car, so I cannot park. That's still there. Hey, what the fuck am I supposed to do now? Wait, let me still like check. That's my parking lot. Like, actually, the fuck? Yeah, that is my parking lot. You know what? Let me just check the parking lot one more time, and I will just leave because I don't want to freaking wait. And that's like only 400 yen, which is like $3. I don't care. I kind of care, obviously, but like I don't think I have like time to deal with that. So I have to take a picture though of like that car, and I gotta do something about it. Cause, dude, I came all the way here and like, why is there a car? Fuck. So let me actually go back to my parking lot one more time and see if that's really my parking lot, because like that actually sucks. Like, I wanted to freaking go to Indian restaurants and talk to Indians about what they think about India. I'm gonna just ask them like what they think about India. Like, hey, what do you think about India? Ooh, that's scary. So it's here, right? And then I gotta turn right, and that's my parking lot. But that's taken. Ready, everybody? I will show it to you. So I just turn right, and that's my parking lot. This right here. It's taken. This car, yeah, it's freaking taken actually. The fuck? Am I wrong or something? It's this place, right? It's this place. It is this place, isn't it? That doesn't look like India. Yeah, we still like have to walk only a little bit. Oh no, it is here. Fuck. That sucks. That actually sucks. That sucks. That actually sucks. Let me just take a picture. Let me take a picture, okay? Let me take a picture. I gotta take a picture of that, and I gotta report that car. I gotta. I mean, it's not. It doesn't mean I can like, you know, park here one night. But like, let me actually take a picture and like report that car. I'm stuck here now. So I gotta now do this. And that actually kind of sucks. I might have to call them too, by the way. So, and then let me call them now. I cannot call them? Wait, I cannot call them. I cannot call them. The fuck? Wait, I cannot call them. Alright.
P です。この通話は品質改善のため録音させていただきます。担当者へおつなぎいたします。しばらくお待ちください。お電話ありがとうございます。特 P お客様窓口吉丸でございます。
あ、すいません。なんか特 P で予約したところに車がいて駐車できない状態になってて。
はい、ご迷惑をおかけいたします。
はい。
そうしましたらご予約確認いたしますので、はい、お名前とお電話番号をお願いします。
Now they're checking. 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 Leap readers. I mean, I just had to tell them my name and my phone number. I just didn't want to say my phone number here, obviously. But I was I said, what's your name and what's your phone number? And I was like, oh, this. And I'm like, What if they call them and you see them come back? I don't really know, because either way I have to do something about this. I can get a refund for this either way. What happened now? My parking lot is taken. Like I reserved a parking spot and it's taken. And by the way, thank you. Your mama's house. Thank you for calling tech support. So sorry, your spot is taken. If you redeem $50 in Google Play cards at your local Western Union, we can help. ごめんなさい, Sora. In all seriousness, sorry dude, this is BS. Thank you so much for the donation. I just turned off my TTS for a bit and I just noticed it. Well, thank you so much. Yeah, because I'm stuck here now. I mean, it's just only 400 yen, which is not a huge deal, but pull over. Yeah, I mean, yes. He stopped in the middle of the road. Yeah, that's what Japanese people do. You put your hazard lights on so you can park anywhere. That's a Japanese skill. I'm doing it here. It is your money. It is my money. So I'm like, fuck. It's only 400 though. I really thought they're back. Fuck. Indian Yakuza, I think? I don't think so. I'm still waiting. It's not about the 400 yen, it's about sending a message, yeah. Hey.
ちょっとできないかもしれないんですけども、
はい、
お写真今確認できましたので、
はい、
7種ナンバーの585この車ですよね。
そう。Alright, they just confirmed it's an illegally parked car, so we gotta freaking move on. Fuck, like that actually sucks. So the dude, the lady that I was talking to just confirmed that's an illegally parked car. And she's like, oh yeah, like, you know what, we just talked to the parking lot owner. And yeah, that, whoever the person like parked here, that's like an illegally parked car. And I'm like, fuck. So I'm actually getting a refund for this, obviously. And the thing is, like, so what do I do now, let's say? And I was like, you know what, like, I don't really have, like, much time, so I don't really want to wait for you or nothing. I just want to find a parking lot myself, and I want to park. And she was like, oh, you want to do that? And I was like, yeah, because I don't want to wait here anymore. And she's like, okay, I mean, that's understandable. And so now we are finding another parking lot that's around this area. That sucks. That actually sucks. That sucks. Fuck, I wanted to have Indian food. Did you just cancel someone? Yeah. And if I just park there, that's like 1,000 yen. That's freaking BS. That's actually BS. Okay, so let's see. Oh, no, actually, there's like this parking lot. That might work. Alright, so that's actually a bit more expensive, but let's just go to that parking lot. So I'm sorry, Indians. Indians, you there? I wanted to go to like an Indian restaurant quickly, but my parking lot was taken. So my Indian food reaction will be like, in whatever minutes. Another scam. But it was not because of, I forgot what I wanted to say. But. So let's go, everybody, to our destination, which is like 10 minutes away from here. Darla, I think you parked somewhere else. Thank you so much, Darla. I will do that now, yeah, because I can get a refund for this.
Park somewhere else.
Yeah. That sucks. And so, yeah, that happens. It sucks. It sucks. I was like so happy. I was like, yeah, let's get some like Indian Kulfi. I still like don't know how to pronounce it. I'm gonna just like say it in the Japanese way. I wanted to get Indian Kulfi, but then
Parking fee. Go eat nom nom.
Thank you so much for the donation. Yeah, it's like a bit more expensive if I actually park at a random parking spot, but it's either way. Yeah, whatever. We can see the India town. Let's go see Indians. Let's go talk to Indians, everybody. Let's talk to Indians about India. Let's ask them what they think about India. Let's go, everybody. We got this. And by the way, this stream is not going to be that long. It's going to be really short. How about that parking lot? No, that's far. Because this is not Nishikasai. I want to go to Nishikasai.
That's none of my business. Go get Thosei.
Thank you so much for the donation. I really appreciate it. I'm not gonna get whatever you just said. And again, I was like talking about this. In this India town, you cannot get those things. You cannot get that, and you cannot find anything wacky here in India town. So it's Kasai, so it's not here. It's not here yet. And the true India town is gonna be there. And you start hearing like Hindi? Is it Hindi? Hindi, yeah. And it's 8 minutes away. I freaking wanted to park there and just walk. And that's a bit like India town's not wacky. It's not wacky. It's like the safest place around here, actually. It's wacky enough to lose a parking lot. Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm so bummed out now. I'm like, fuck. I was like so happy too. I was like, yeah, let's go. I can finally, get some Indian food. God damn, it's been 2 hours now. That sucks. That actually sucks. I kind of wanted to be here like 1 hour ago, but why did it take 2 hours to get here? Oh yeah, here. If I turn right, that's like the beginning of India town. Ready, everybody? Let's get all the Indian drinks and all the Indian food and all the Indian everything. Let's go. My Indian journey is gonna start here. What the? Let's go Team India. You gotta ask people what. You gotta ask all the viewers like what they think about India. Like now this is like the beginning of it. You have to ask everybody like, hey, what do you think about India? Wow, that parking lot is actually cheap. Everybody do it. What do you think about India? You gotta do it now. Hey, what do you think about India?
Pyraminx Cuber donated $5. Your message here.
Thank you so much for the donation. And that's a red light. Alright, let's go. You know what? My TTS is not working, but it's not a huge problem because like I have to park there. My TTS for donations is working, but my TTS for like Discord, it's not working. But like I'm gonna park there, so it's not a huge deal. So sorry, Team TTS, Discord people, it's not on. But either way, I just wanted to get Kulfi. I can just restart my Discord and like make it work. So here, it's here. India town.
Philly Disco donated $1. What do you think about India? Thank you so much for the donation.
I was talking about what I think about India and what Japanese think about Indians, but still I get asked what I think about India. This is like truly interesting. That's an Indian school. That's you can actually see Indian kids there, like half Indians. You know what? Let me just fix my Discord here. Let me fix it now, okay? I'm gonna fix it now. I know how to fix it. If I do this, it will be fixed. Yeah, I just fixed it.
Sora
See?
said. T.
So now I gotta turn right, and you will see Indians everywhere. Let's go. I'm gonna go to like some Indian restaurants.
Jules said. Oahu woo.
What? Is it here? Ah, it's that traffic light.
Said. Now Dono TTS is broken law.
I don't think it's broken. Is it really? What was that donation, Kicksto? Can you send that to me? Because I just heard a donation actually. I'll just manually read it when I park. It's here? It is here, yeah. So let me just turn right here. And then, what next? It told me to go that way! No, that doesn't mean anything, because I can probably, go that way. Yeah, India town, let's go.
It was me don't minded, but some asked hablas español.
Yes, thank you so much for the donation. So I can just turn left here. And I'm gonna do this now. What's really amazing about India towns, like you don't really see Indians here. But this is like Nishikasai, India town, right? And we've been here a lot. So that's a red light. Let me fix my TTS here too. And let me just see the donations when my car is not moving here, because that's a red light. Actually, that's a green light, so I cannot really see anything. My parking lot should be around here. I see Japanese people everywhere. This is like not the India town yet. Like I gotta turn right to see like real Indians doing Indian stuff. And that's a bit weird. Let me see the donations here, because like that's a red light. Kikito, that's okay, Sora. I'll spend money to talk to you. Yes, thank you. And Pyraminx Cuber, Hablas Espanol, thank you so much. And Serious, 日本でありえないこともあるね。注射取られちゃって珍しいな。2ドルってこれ普通だよ。あんま俺取られたことないな、そういや。初めてだ、今回。But thank you so much for the donation. And Pyraminx Cuber, pay attention to the road you tour. I've been. When I look at this thing though, that's my Google Maps. Here. That's my Google Maps. I don't know where my parking lot is. Like, so I do like this one thing. That's my Google Maps. Because I don't know where the parking lot is at. So, I've been paying attention to like the whole thing. But in Japan though, like if it's a red light, I mean when your car is not moving, you can actually check your phones or whatever. Like that's completely legal here. So if your wheels are moving, like right now for example, you cannot really do anything. Let me move. Thank you. And thank you so much for the donation. Traffic lights are not working here. I don't know what that means. What the fuck are the traffic lights here? What the fuck are they? And that's a red light, so I can check stuff now. Big Hairy, thank you. Show Bob and Vagina, thank you so much for the donation. Can you call and drive? If you are not holding your phone, you can, yes. If you are holding your phone, you cannot. So like in Japan though, the law here is really interesting. If you are holding your phone and if you are calling like this, then that's illegal. But if you are calling somebody without holding your phone, like basically like hands-free, if you're doing that, that's legal here. So like it's all about whether the wheels are moving or not. And there's actually a lot of like rules about checking your navigation too. So if you check your navigation for like 2 seconds, like let's say, if you just like look at your navigation for 2 seconds, it's actually completely legal here too. It's like that. Fuck, my parking lot is now taken. No, but that dude is leaving. That dude is leaving. Oh, can I just park here? That's expensive. I don't want to park here. 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 No, I'm coming back. I'm definitely coming back here. I'm definitely coming back here. That's BS. That's BS. I'm gonna just do this. I'm definitely coming back here. That's my parking lot. That's my parking lot. That's my parking lot. That's my parking lot. That's my parking. So I'm gonna turn. How much is that parking lot? Wait. 1,000. Fuck. And this one's... Yeah, is that dude leaving now? Is that dude leaving? Leaving? Please leave. Please leave. 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 Fuck. They are chilling here. Is he? Oh, he's paying for it now. Let's go, everybody. He's paying. Dude, everybody. He's paying. That means he's leaving soon. Let's go, everybody. He's leaving. So I'm gonna just like do this illegal thing where I just park here. He's leaving. I'm gonna just illegally park here and leave. So let's just wait for that dude. He's leaving. Yeah, that car's leaving. Let's go. I don't need my Google Maps anymore, telling me where to like go and stuff. Yo, everybody, that's my parking lot now. And I heard it's cheap. It's not even like that cheap, but. And the next problem is like, how the fuck do I park here, right? Yeah. How the fuck do I have to do like that thing where I just freaking reverse in? Is it like what I'm supposed to do here? That sucks. Yeah, that's what I'm supposed to do here. That sucks. I gotta park like this. Let's see. Yeah, I got this. Woo. Let's go, finally. Indian parking lot. Now I just parked here in the most Indian way possible. Let's go, everybody. ドリフトしてみてしない。Let's see. What's like the most Indian stuff around here? Let's just talk to Indian people. バック上でそうなんですよ。最近結構磨きかけてて、もうめっちゃ磨きかけてる最近。最近多分もうそれはあれですね。黒野さんにすいません、黒野さんにつっちゃって。Skill buff acquired. Yeah, let's go. Let's talk to Indians. ここどこ西葛西。Let's talk to Indians. Biryani time. I'm not gonna eat stuff like that. I just want something like light, like ice cream and like lassi and stuff. You said elite Indians. Yeah, let's talk to elite Indians. But we are not in the Indian part of the city. We gotta turn left, and Indians are there, like doing Indian things. He drove for 2 hours. Actually, no. It was like supposed to be only for 1 hour, but they were like freaking like a lot of things happening. So I couldn't park and I couldn't do what. And then, yeah. Machi da no, Nishikasai. That's illegal. That's illegal, for sure. Let's go to India town. So it's actually starting here. That's illegal. That's a moped. 2 people on the same moped. And here, so that's one Indian restaurant that's closed. Fuck. It's not even an Indian place. No. Indoは遠いっすね。Here, let's go. My family is illegal. For legal reasons, that's a joke. Sure. I'll visit Japan to visit India. But this is India town. So, you got this. Spicy chicken curry? No. I just want to get Kulfi, and like lassi. I'm not gonna get like any actual food here. Do Japanese people confuse Indians and Indonesians? I don't really think we are confused about the differences like Indians and Indonesians because like I don't think so. I truly don't think so. I don't think it's a thing anywhere though. Butter chicken. I mean, like I'm not really here to get actual like Indian food today. Thailand and Taiwan. Isn't it like a... Are you serious? There are like some people who are confused about like the differences between Taiwan and Thailand. What the fuck? Well-dressed locals. Let's see. And that's probably an Indian lady, I'm guessing. That's a language I'm not familiar with. And it's an Indian town, so I'm guessing it's like Hindi. That's me guessing. And it's this way, right? To see Indian restaurants. インドはどのくらいの規模？超小さいよ。超小さい。Racist? How am I racist? For saying that's an Indian lady, what the fuck? You know what? I mean, you say I'm racist, I am maybe. And where's like that one place where there are like so many... oh yeah, here. Indian area here. It's here. Let's actually find a Kulfi. I want lassi too. I don't want fake lassi. So this is like this whole area here. This is like India town, right? This whole area. And that's where a lot of like Indians are at too. And yeah, restaurants are open. Let's go. 3軒いやもう全然あるもう全然もっとあるよ50とかあるここ一帯 So it's around here. Yeah, restaurants are open. So I want some like real like authentic Kulfi. too clean. Yeah, I know. Like that's what I'm saying. Like it's still Tokyo, right? It's still Tokyo, but like Indians are here, and all the Indians here are the elite Indians. Like they're not like, oh, we are Indians. They're more like, we are Indians, but we are from great families. Like that's what people here are like. You don't see like normal Indians here in Japan. You see like high class, very successful Indians, and you can kind of see like this town's clean, and you can kind of know it's like so chill, right? So you get the impression of like how this place is so chill and safe. You know what I mean? But you do actually see some Indians like walking or running, but they kind of seem rich and successful. So like that's the history here, and there are like a lot of Indian restaurants. But let me actually go to like the best one, and I know like there's like that one restaurant that does like amazing coffee. I don't want to get a fake one this time. ガチでいいの? Ciao ciao. Ciao ciao. Yeah, so that apartment building, they have like a lot of Indian places too. But let me look for a real one. They freaking closed their restaurants too. What they do? Yeah, there's like that one open. Let's go. And Indian dolphins. Wind is strong. Should I wear my wind jammer? I can just like wear that too. But is that place open? Interview a real Indian? Yeah, I want to go to like a restaurant. Oh, Indian place. Look at this. Look at this. Here. Indian place. See? Indian place. They do Indian gacha here. The Indian supermarket. I'm not gonna really film people, so I'm gonna just do this. But I wanna see this place.
Parboiled rice. Import. One container. 35 tons. So, importer. We are talking from India. Yeah. Special.
あ、伺いたいことあるんですけど、
はい、
インドのなんか有名なお菓子とかってあったりしますか？
インドの
有名なお菓子。
スナック？
スナックでなんかインドの人が食べてるものってどんなものですかね？
ビスケットはスナック。
チョコレートとかって食べますか？あ、なんでもいいんですけど、なんかインドの人がみんな食べてそうなものがいいです。食べたくて。旅行でも来てるんですよ、西葛西に。
とても全部南インドの有名です。
あ、
チョコレートはないです。ビスケット。ビスケットはスナックは。
あ、インドの方。ああ、南インド。どこの？
チェネン。
チェネン。ちょっと聞いたことないですけど、日本も長いんですか？
ちょっと今私は勉強します。
あ、何勉強してるんですか？
オンラインで。
はい。
オンラインは勉強しま
Armando. Armand.
す。ね
なるほど。わかりました。じゃあ、どうしよう、何食べようかな。おすすめなんかないですか？ちょっと、できればすごいインドっぽいのが欲しいです。日本じゃないやつがいいな。インドの人ならこれ食べて。
とても美味しいです。
これですか？あ、じゃあこれ食べます。すみません。いくらですか？170。安っ。じゃあこれと、あとなんか飲み物、ラッシーってありますか？
何か
ラッシーってありますか？
ないね。
マンゴーラッシーないか。ありました。じゃあこれと、
ラシは南インドのレストランであります。
そうなんですか。カードは使えないか。じゃあ、すみません、お願いします。何でしたっけ？南インドのどこ出身でしたっけ？南インド、はい。
チェンナイ。
チェンナイ。日本はなんで来たんですか？
日本。
なんで日本に来たんですか？理由は？
スタディ。
勉強か。なるほど。
勉強します。オンラインで勉強します。オンライン、YouTube。
なるほど。500円でお願いします。今も西葛西に住んでるんですか？
はい。
そこのパートナー。なるほど。ありがとうございます。はい。もう2年ぐらいですか、日本に住んでて。どのぐらい住んでますか
？8ヶ月前。
8ヶ月？
はい。8ヶ月前。
もう日本語それで喋れるんですか？早っ。すごい。すみません、ありがとうございます。ありがとうございました。はい。What was he saying? Where is he from? Where is he from? He was saying he's from southern India, Machin or something. Where is he from? What did you guys understand what he said? Chennai. What area? What area? What area is that? South India. But what area is that? What's Chennai? So he's like, I'm here to study. And I didn't know what he was saying, after that part, he's studying, Ling something? New Delhi? So he's one of those, konnichiwa. You're watching this too. Wait, let me actually talk to you. Let me put my stuff. Let me just talk to you there. So you live here too, right?
No.
You don't live here?
No.
You don't live in Japan?
I'm just visiting.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Let me just put my stuff in my backpack because I just got my Indian stuff. Do you mind being on stream?
Yeah, it's okay.
You can. Okay.
My name is the YouTube name is
Did you yeah, so let me actually talk to Poppy here. So Poppy's that Australian lady. Yeah, e-girl. She's an e-girl, and she's now in Japan to be a real girl. So
the wind is really cheap.
it is, yeah. Now I look like I don't have hair, but I got used to this now. So what brought you to Japan?
Because I like Japan, the culture.
And anime.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Or anime especially.
Yeah, the same way.
Naruto.
Yeah.
So you just got to Japan yesterday, I'm guessing.
No, on Monday.
So you've been here for 3 days actually.
Yeah.
What have you been doing so far?
Today I went to the Shinjuku.
Are you nervous now?
Today I went to the Shinjuku garden and then Tokyo.
Tokyo Dojo. Yeah, that's actually Shinjuku. Yeah. Why did you go there though?
Just to look and take pictures.
Did you? So you went to Kabukicho too?
No.
Why not though?
I haven't been many places because when it was raining I didn't go very far. And it was raining for the last 2 days. But yeah, I got wet.
You got wet?
Yeah, I forgot our umbrella.
That's amazing. Yeah. So what do you think about Michi?
I don't know.
You don't know.
What should I think about?
What was your
He's actually watching this right now.
What was your first impression about Michi?
Oh, my first impression? That he was handsome.
So
But we're just friends.
what was your impression when Michi first talked about math? So you're into smart people that can talk about math.
Yeah, sure.
Are you guys actually meeting up? Like, so are you meeting up with the whole group or just like Michi?
Well, at first it was just gonna be me and Michi, and then now it's full and it's and Michi. Yeah.
Is it because like it kind of got odd?
No. I think it's just because he's only free like that day.
So what's your plan so far in Japan? What are you trying to do?
Well, after Tokyo, I'm going to Kyoto and Osaka, and I'm just going to explore like all the shrines and then but now after this or tomorrow, I'm going to go to anime and buy lots of boys love manga.
So have you ever had Indian food in Japan? No.
No, should I?
You actually should. There's like that Indian supermarket thing.
Yeah.
And he obviously speaks English. He just got to Japan too, like 8 months ago. So you can get some like Indian stuff and talk about India. And you can even ask him what he thinks about India.
What he thinks about India?
Yeah. Hey, what do you think about India? He obviously speaks like
English or Indian?
Yes, he speaks Indian. Yes, he speaks Indian.
Right.
Yeah, he speaks Indian and American and Japanese, like 3 languages.
American?
Yes.
That's a language?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you know what language people in India usually speak, by the way?
There's like so many. Hindi.
Okay, so you do know actually. I got curious.
There's like multiple different languages.
Yes. And how old are you again?
Tamil, I think.
Yeah, that's one thing too.
I'm 22. I'll be 23 is on Wednesday.
Michi's like 21 now.
Yeah.
So the gap isn't that.
No, I'm old.
So like there's like a scale, right? Let's say there's like a nervous scale. 10's like, 1 is like, I'm chill. What would you rate yourself as right now?
The 10. Yeah, 10, definitely for sure.
There's like this one thing you can do to like make yourself kind of chill. Talk about what do you like the best? What do you like? What do you like the best? So talk about your favorite Japanese man.
Okay, on your train the other day, there was this really cute Japanese. He was probably like 45. He was very
Are you interested in Kurono-san? No. Not anymore. But you were interested in Michi. Are you talking to somebody at the same time too?
What?
That's Discord.
No, I'm not. I promise. Look, I'm not talking to him.
No. Yeah. So, did you want to take pictures and stuff too? Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. Because I'm still like trying to look for Kulfi or like other stuff. Yeah. Lassie. Wind. Sorry, everybody. The wind is freaking getting so wild here.
Really horrible.
Yeah. Should I just be cringy or like should I just be normal?
Normal, please.
No cringe.
No cringe. I don't know how to take photos. Oh my gosh.
Wow. So
Are you gonna run away now?
I'm thinking about doing the Rasengan thing that I usually do, and yeah, because you're gonna do it or something.
No, I'm not. I'm just gonna go the other way.
Do you want to go to the Indian supermarket? That's actually gonna buy you.
I think I'm gonna go somewhere else.
Not the Indian that Indian supermarket.
I'm not going
It's
there.
Insanely cheap though. Actually insanely cheap. I was like so
really
surprised.
hungry. But
Sure.
like everywhere, they have so big portions. Like I get the smallest portion, and it's still so big. Why?
That's actually, I don't know. That's quite interesting. Can I actually give you one recommendation?
What? Yeah.
The Indian supermarket. Like the Indian supermarket, people are so chill. There's like this old dude who's like trying to learn English. He wants to speak English. that too. And the Indian dude is like chill, and you can get cheap Indian food for 100 yen. So yeah, I'm gonna go now.
Yeah.
So you got anything else you wanted to say to people watch this?
Good job.
No.
Michi, you got to see me on stream.
And you're gonna see Michi later.
Yeah.
So you're gonna meet other people too, right?
Yeah.
Is there going to be like, how do I phrase it? I'm gonna just try phrase it in the best way possible. Are you thinking about meeting him only, or like, are you
No. It's gonna be a group thing. Me and Michi, I'm not gonna meet alone. Yeah.
do you want to make it happen?
No, definitely not.
But you still want to make it happen?
Maybe.
Alright, so I'm gonna go now.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for sniping me too. And have a great day or great time in Japan.
Thank you.
And that Indian supermarket is really great.
Yeah.
Like that thing is like so great, is what I wanted to say. So I'm gonna look for Indian stuff now.
Yep.
Have a great day. Bye bye. I think I saw a donation. And dude, like, let me actually talk about the Indian situation. So what's Chennai again? Oh, what is Chennai again? Chennai. She's adorable. Are you interested in her? Lemon. What is Chennai again? What's Chennai? Sign her. I mean, if she wants my autograph, sure, but like, I don't think she wants it. And thank you, Big Harry. Thank you so much. Chai no Chennai. Like, what is Chennai though? That dude is like from Chennai, right? The Indian dude, right? ポッピー何よって言われたの。いやなんか45歳の男性ですごいイケメンがいたって言ったから、黒野さんはって言ったら、いや違うって言われて。Capital of Tamil Nadu state. Is it like a rich area or what? Is that area supposed to be rich? Because like, so basically what the Indian dude was saying was like, oh yeah, I'm from this area. And he was like, oh, I'm here to study, right? He was like, oh, I don't live here, I'm just here to study. He's like, what he said. And I was like, what the fuck? And he was like, oh, I just came to Japan 8 months ago. And I was like, what the fuck? You were that fluent already? And he's like, yeah. He's kind of humble too. So like, that's kind of what I mean. Like all the Indians like that live in Tokyo, like this area, they freaking give off like the genius vibes for whatever reason. You're right at the house, right? Thank you. What do you think about Indiana? I've never been there, but thank you so much. Indians are polyglots. The thing is like, the ones that I hear, they freaking give off like genius vibes. 超貧乏県。いや貧乏なんだ。So like they're kind of not rich, but you have to be super smart to go abroad for studies. Yeah, plus like that dude seemed kind of rich too. I was not filming him, but he had very clean shirt and very clean like things. And he looked like he actually takes care of like his appearance. What I mean by that is like he goes to like, you know, actual like hair salons and stuff too. I was like, this dude is probably freaking rich. How did it smell? It kind of smelled like spices, yeah. Like actual like a lot of kinds of like different spices, but that's kind of what we think about when we go to like ethnic places. Oh, what did I buy? Yeah, let me show it to you. But let me actually go to like another restaurant to find Kulfi. How it is so freaking windy here. Clean clothes, elite. That is actually my definition though. Kind of, in a way, yeah, in a way. Because all the elites freaking have like nice clothes, you know what I mean? The bar is so low. Kulfi is not coffee. Everybody knows what Kulfi is now on my channel. Like, that's I actually got it before on stream, and that was a fake one. No Indian street food? There's no street food here, no. Not many Indians. Oh, if you say that, I didn't want to do this, but there's like that Indian school. This way. So, I don't want to film that though, but there's like this one area where there are like Indian kids. And they speak like freaking 4 languages. Like that's actually insane too. They speak obviously Japanese, and then they speak whatever languages they speak in India. Usually Hindi, I'm guessing, but it really depends, I guess. And then they speak English too. It's that area. But I don't want to film kids for my content, so I'm not gonna do that. But it's that way, yeah. And then actually though, there's been like a lot of like Indians actually passing by too. I've been just trying not to focus on talking about them, because again, they're not here to entertain us. They're here to actually have their lives too. So I'm not really doing that here. That school actually, it's what I'm talking about. But I'm not here to see school. Like I wanna get Kulfi. Kulfi is from Pakistan, mate. Let's go. Dude. He's like, Kulfi is from Pakistan. Let's go, everybody. Let's go. Now there's gonna be an argument, and people will be like, let's go. Bro, what? See? インド人に会ったらナトゥってなんですか? Drama in the chat. Yeah, this is how war starts. Yeah, let's go. Oh, do they drink coffee here? Indian, but this is like run by Nepalese, I'm guessing, right? Either way, I want coffee. Kulfi. Do they do that here? Can I talk to them here? Can I visit this place? It's probably like not Indian, but either way. Oh, wait. Take out. Alright, let me just talk to them. And that's probably not Indian. That's like Nepalese, I'm guessing. But either way, let me just visit here and talk to them and like order something or take out. あ、すいません。テイクアウトってやってますか？あ、じゃあお願いしたいのがあって、ちょっと軽いのだけが欲しくて、マンゴーラッシーってやってます？ちょっと見ますね。あ、マンゴーラッシーだけが、あ、これだけか。あ、すいません。あとドリンクはやってないですか？あ、ないですか？あ、できます？マンゴーラッシーが欲しいんですけど、一つお願いします。はい。カレーはさっきちょっとご飯食べてきちゃったんで大丈夫です。とりあえずラッシーが飲みたくて、マンゴーラッシーだけが欲しいです。はい。テイクアウトでお願いします。あ、じゃあ大丈夫です。すいません。でいくらですか？したら。
そうだよ。だからわざわざさ紹介して私をそこに入れてる状態で、もうだからここにすごい溝があるんじゃないの？経験者とそう。
はい。340円。あー、わかりました。はい。じゃあ340円でお願いします。マンゴーラッシーで、はい。もう日本って長いんですか？あ、結構もう日本って結構長い間住んでるんですか？あ、日本もうずっと住んでるんですか？ああ、なるほど。ネパールの方でしたっけ？あ、なるほど。じゃあじゃあ340円でお願いします。はい、ちょうどで。はい。 ありがとうございます。はい、ありがとうございます。It's a very interesting case. Like, dude, that was actually really interesting. So, like, I don't know if you guys like understood what happened. So the dude kind of sounded fluent. So like, yeah. What happened was here. I got in the house. I mean, not the house. I got in the store, right? And I was like, hey, can I order something here? Can I just order something for like takeout? And he was like, yeah, you can. He sounded fluent. He really sounded fluent. He was like, oh yeah, you can. And he even said like, welcome, like, irashaimase. And he sounded fluent. So I just assumed like he's fluent in Japanese. So I was like, oh yeah, you know what? I'm gonna ask this dude like questions. And then what happened was here. I was like, so how long have you been in Japan? And he was like, oh, I don't know what you were saying. So I was like, oh, fuck. It's like that situation. And then I was like, oh, so when did you come to Japan? And he's like, oh, I don't understand. So I was like, okay, then he knows what to say when it comes down to like working. Like he knows like how to say welcome or whatever. But he even like was struggling saying numbers too. Like I was even like, hey, how much is this thing? And he was like, he seemed like he didn't understand what I was saying. Is he legally saying? It's not the situation because like the question itself is kind of normal. It really sounded like he doesn't speak that much Japanese. And then I was like, hey, how much is this lasty? And he was like, and he said like something that sounded not Japanese, like sang or something. And then I was like, wait, what? And he was like, 340, which means like 340. And I was like, oh, okay, so this guy actually is still struggling speaking Japanese. He knows like what to say when it comes down to answering questions, when it comes to like food questions. Like, it'll be this and that. And then I was paying attention to what language he speaks in the kitchen. And that was like something I don't understand. So that was like a language that's spoken in Nepal. I'm guessing it's Nepalese, I'm guessing, right? So I was like, yeah, you know what, yeah, let's just leave and let's just go to a different place. I wanted to ask him more. But it seemed like he's been in Japan for a while, and that's like one of the restaurants that's open forever. Sounds fluent. He sounded fluent at first. It's like he says welcome so many times, so he knows how to say welcome in a Japanese way, right? But then he doesn't really know how to say like other things. That was my impression. I still got the drink, so let me just drink it here. Let me drink it here, everybody. 日本語聞こえたけど、お客さん。So that dude is like from Nepal, he said. I was like, are you from Nepal? And he was like, oh yeah, I am. And then I wanted to ask him more questions, but it really sounded like he doesn't speak much Japanese. So I was like, never mind. Maybe he got scared. It really felt like he wasn't confident of like his Japanese skills. So he was kind of... Wait, what? Wait, what? Okay. I mean... No! I'm gonna still use it. 5 seconds. It was not even like 5 seconds. It was like 0.1 second rule basically. Is it good? Any mango lassi is like actually really great as sport. It's never bad. You know what I mean? It's kind of like getting a milkshake. Like any milkshake is good. What's in those bags? I don't know. That's my first mission. That thing is actually tasty as fuck. So that's a Nepalese restaurant actually. He even said he's from Nepal, and there were like, you know, Nepalese flags everywhere too around the place. So and then Indians here are now saying like that's not authentic. I get it. So let's just go to another Indian place. Oh, by the way, Indians. Are there any Indians here? If Indians are here, say like I'm from India, or just say like if Indians are here, say what do you think about India? Because I want to show you something. If you're Indian, say what do you think about India? I want to show you something. Don't say I'm from India. Say what do you think about India if you're Indian. I saw like there's like some Indians. Okay. Elite Indian shop, sure. So all the Indians asking me what I think about India. Here, what do you think about this Indian food? Is this actually what Indians have? Wait. So an Indian dude, that like young Indian dude, he told me like this is what Indians have. Is it? Did I get scammed or like is it like a real Indian stuff? What is that? What? South Indian. Okay, so it's like a South Indian thing. Okay, so it's like an Indian thing, but it's like South Indian. That makes sense. Yeah, South Indian. Yeah, South India. Okay, so like, I guess, you know, I kind of just noticed something. Yeah, India is kind of like America, obviously. Like, there's like a lot of different areas. Like, there's like nothing such as like, there's no such thing as like one thing that everybody eats or everybody has. Kind of like America, you know, Southern food and like whatever. You know what I mean? So yeah, I just figured it out. So it's like what you have if you're from like South India, because like that dude is from what, Chennai, right? Yeah, I just figured this out, which is like really obvious, but I kind of forgot about it. So for a lot of like Indians out there, it's not normal because you guys are not from South India. But then like for the people like who are from like the South, it's like, oh yeah, I know what that is. Interesting. I forgot about it. It's obvious. It's the same in every country too, but I kind of forgot about it. And it seems like it's kind of like that in India more, I guess. Because in Japan, like we have Pocky, right? Pocky is like freaking a thing everywhere. They're kind of like the same place. I don't know. Even in Japan, like South Japan and North Japan, like those two places are entirely different. So.
振り込め詐欺は犯人からの電話がきっかけで始まります。
Let's go to another Kulfi place.
声や話の内容を確認してから電話に出るなど
Hindustan? What are you talking about? Arrest this guy. Yeah, I want to get arrested for drinking mango lassi. Oh yeah, wait. Is it Indian? Oh, dude, that's an Indian place. Wait, that's Indian, right? That's Indian. Oh yeah, wait. Why do I see Southern India here everywhere? Wait. Is Southern India like supposed to be like richer or something? Why do I see South India everywhere? Why though? South India has hubs. Racist. Yes, I'm racist because I just said South India. I'm sorry for saying South. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for saying South and India in the same sentence. I'm racist, yes. Racist, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Unforgivable. I'm sorry for saying like, you know, like South and India both in the same sentence. But this place is like South Indian dining. See? South Indian dining. It seems it's real though. But you know what? Not here. Not here. Simply because I just went to like a southern Indian place already. That looks legit. Yeah, but like, I want to see something different. North India. Because I got something from like a dude from the south, right? I want to get something different this time. Dodgers won. Let's go. Let's go. Try something north. I just want to get Kulfi, yo. Kulfi is like that one thing everybody eats in India. It's like not North India anything. It's like a true Indian thing, right? South Indian usually focuses more on education. So it's kind of like what? In the States, it's like they're from Boston. In Japan, they're from like Kanagawa, I'm guessing. The scarecrow, thank you. Imagine if all American states had their own distinct language and culture, food, clothing, etc. You'll have a basic idea of how diverse and confusing India is. Yeah, I actually figured it out recently too. Like, you know how even in Japan, things are different in each prefecture, but in India, it's like more hardcore. I recently learned to, yeah. Because I never really cared about like what happens in India that much, so I never really did any research about it. But then I saw a lot of like documentaries yesterday to make sure like there's like something to talk about in the stream, and then I was like, fuck, it's like so different in India. I actually do see a lot of like Indians. I'm not filming them, but so like if I wanted to get something like very Indian, Kulfi is like one thing, because like that's very typical, I guess. You know what I mean? Sora has EU teeth. I think it's like a Japanese thing. Like, so, you know how the whitening, like, ingredients in Japan, some of them are bad here too, actually. And people in Japan brush their teeth a lot too. In my case, I brush my teeth like twice, in the morning and at night. And some people even like brush their teeth with like salt too. I know like one girl who does that. Are there like any more Indian restaurants? Regional differences. We all speak English. I kind of want to say like one thing though. In America, there's like this different dimension called Texas. In Texas, there's like this interesting dimension where people speak Spanish only, and 90% of the population there speaks Spanish. And English doesn't work in that dimension. Like, yeah, so there's like that too. Because I was like actually in Texas, and I felt that dimension. So windy. Yeah, sorry. How is it so windy today? Lol, the Mexicans. That actually shocks me because like they actually straight up like use Google Translate to talk to me. Faluda Kulfi. Yeah, the fake thing. I wanna get the real thing. Like I wanna get the truest, like tastiest Kulfi. Oh no. Let's go to the Indian district again. No, I found it. It's called Deshi Mart. That's so Indian. Deshi Mart. That's definitely Indian. Let's go. No, that's like a supermarket. Fuck. Oh no, Deshi Mart. 疲れてるから見てるだけにします。全然いいですよ。落ち着いてなさって、落ち着きなさって。Deshi Mart, Indian supermarket here. Yeah, that's definitely Indian. Indian grocery store. See? That's a real Indian place, right? Does it look Indian? Student Mart? No, that's a different place. How tall are you? I'm short. I don't know if Sora does reactions. I do see some like things on stream sometimes, but I try to make it like a commentary stream more than just like watching things and going like, oh, that's something I don't want to do. Sora さんの前髪生え際、いやこれね交代してるっていうかね、ここを上げてこうしてるから、今日本人ってさセンターパート人口増えてない？俺もそれの仲間入りしてしまった。前はねこう上げることなかったんだけど、こうやって今みんなさこうやって上げてさこう落とせっていうのみんなやってんだよね。で俺もすることにした。正直楽よ。Let's go. Let's go. I'm gonna do this because I don't want to film people. Ah, すいません。クルフィっていうアイスクリームありますか？ありますか？やった。これなんですね。ありがとうございます。いくらですか、ちなみに。
多分予約。
あ、大丈夫です。はい、大丈夫です。
すみません、490。
あ、大丈夫です。じゃあそれ一つお願いします。はい、インドの方ですか。あ、そうなんですね。インドのどこ出身ですか。
ジャプール。
ジャプール。ああ、ちょっと聞いたことない。インドに興味があって今インドの食べ物とか食べに来てるんですよ。もうどのぐらいいるんですか、日本に。
今年の4月に。
あ、そうなんですね。じゃあ今来て6ヶ月とか。あ、わかりました。ありがとうございます。へえ、なるほど。なんかインドで有名な食べ物ってありますか。何がいいんですか。
サモサ。
どれですか。ちょっとなんか買っときたくて。サモサ。あ、じゃあそれも買ってきます。お願いします。そしたら1000円でお願いします。大丈夫ですか。はい、1900円。
690円。
でお願いし1000円お願いします。
390円。
あ、ありがとうございます。
大
丈夫です。日本はなんで来たんですか。
勉強する。
勉強。あ、何を勉強してるんですか、日本。
今日本語勉強してる。日本語学校で。
あ、そうなんですね。あ、だからうまいのか。でも日記って6ヶ月ですもんね。へえ。じゃあ日本語とあとヒンディー語でしたっけ。
日本語、ヒンディー語、英
語。あ、3カ国語。へえ、すごいっすね。
自分の出身の語も。
ラジスタニ。北のインド。あ、出身なんでしたっけ。もう一回ちょっと覚えてきた。ラジスタニ。
ジャプール。
あ、ジャプール聞いたことあるかもしれないですね。へえ、なるほど。ありがとうございます。これがなんか美味しいって聞いたんで食べたくて。ありがとうございます。
ラジスタン。
あ、そのラジスタンのものなんですね。ケッサールピスタクルフっていうのかな。ありがとうございます。あ、そうなんですね。ありがとうございます。じゃあちょっと家持って帰って食べます。ありがとうございます。And we actually pulled a jackpot. That's a Indian girl from like the north. So where's that lady from actually? Like, what did you get? These two things. So she says like this is from the north, and she's like this is actually really good. You gotta try it. And she's like, yeah, this is what we eat. This is like our Kulfi, is like what she said. So like, she's Indian. Japu or something. Yeah, I don't know how to actually pronounce it in the Indian way. I can probably pronounce it like in a Japanese way or like in English, but like Japur, or like Japru or something. Fuck. Like, I don't think I can actually pronounce it the right way, so I'm not gonna say anything. Fuck. Jaipur. Fuck. Let me wait. Is this the real Kulfi, by the way? Jaipur. That sounds not so Indian. Is this a real Indian thing? Is it real, everybody? Yes. So this time I actually got the real thing. Okay. Just say India, yeah. So this time though, I got the real Indian thing. So dude, I got northern Indian things and one southern Indian stuff. I basically got everything from India at this point. I just need a place where I can peacefully eat this out. Let me just find a park. Did you get Uncle T? Oh, like, so this is like Samosa? She's like, this is so amazing. You gotta get this, is like what she told me. And dude, she came to Japan like 6 months ago. She was like, oh yeah, I came to Japan 6 months ago. And I'm like, fuck. And you speak Japanese this fluently. Like, why though? Like, why do Indians like learn Japanese like that fast here? Like, what the fuck is happening here? How? I don't know, man. Like, that's what I'm saying. Do you get my point, everybody? Do you know like how all the Indians you see in Tokyo area, like they friggin' are elites? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you get what I'm saying though? It's not like what I think or anything. Like, they are like legit elites. That's not real. What? They're good at languages, but still, like when speaking Japanese, I think it's like you don't really see a lot of like people that speak super fluent Japanese. I don't know, maybe I'm stupid. Alright, so let me just put this in my backpack. It was cheap too. They own Japanese 7-Eleven. You actually don't see Indians at 7-Elevens in Japan though. I know it's a thing in America, but you don't really see Indians at 7-Elevens here. It's good. It's not that samosa. What the fuck? And what the fuck is this samosa then? She was like, this is what we eat. I was like, can you recommend me like one Indian food that's authentic and actually good? And she was like, yeah, get this. And I was like, sure. And I got this. And what the fuck is this then? If it's not real. Instant version? I mean, yeah, right. Not real samosa. So basically what you guys are saying is like basically Japanese people saying like that's not real sushi. I get it. Although it's chips, maybe. Instant version, yeah. Again, I get it now. It's like Japanese people saying that's not real sushi. Yeah, I get it. So I got this thing, Kulfi. The real Kulfi, right? So I came here last year and I got the fake one. But this is the right, like real Kulfi. So I'm gonna get this now. I'm gonna eat this now, and I'm gonna talk about my honest opinion about this ice cream. I don't wanna eat it here. Eat it quickly. Yeah. She's like, this is so tasty. Fuck. Let me open it now. Pull it out. You say it. Pull it out. You sure? You sure? You sure you want me to pull it actually? I feel like this is a very tricky situation where I'm not supposed to actually pull it. No. I really feel like It's a very tricky situation. Pull it out. Let me just put you guys here for a bit. Pull it out. You say it right. It worked. Let me just put the trash in my backpack. Push the top. Yeah, I kind of should have done that. Let me just put the trash in my backpack. I'm not gonna freaking leave the trash here. Dude, I got so much Indian stuff. Yeah, so this is my trash bag. And I'm gonna put the trash in this plastic bag here. And I'm gonna eat the real... So, Indians, this is real Kulfi, right? Kulfi. I still like, I'm not sure if I'm saying it right. This is the real one, right? It's not like the fake one, right? A real one? Yes, okay. It's called Kulfi. I kind of tried pronouncing it like that and everybody laughed at me. Very different. Not a huge fan of it. Very different. Mango? I don't know what this is. Right? Not really a huge fan of this. We don't have stuff like this in Japan. No. Tastes like cheese. No, it tastes like... It doesn't taste like ice cream to me. This is more like mango... Mango... lassi, but frozen? That's my impression. Cheese. It's not cheese. This is very like mango flavored something. Which is fine, but... not a fan of it, to be fair, yeah. Saffron maybe? Yeah. Frozen pudding? No, mango flavor something. Not a fan of this, to be fair. Thank you, Kulfi is condensed milk. Thank you so much. So, my impression of this is like, if you think this is ice cream, then it's kind of like, I don't know what this is. If you think this is like a one food called Kulfi, not ice cream, then it's like, oh, interesting. So I kind of assumed this is like ice cream, right? And I'm like, not sure. Because I kind of assumed it will taste more milky and more like ice cream. Is it okay? I can eat this. It's not like, oh, this is gross kind of thing. It's not that. So I can eat this. I can finish this too, but I was like, I thought this is ice cream. It's a bit different. It's not really an ice cream. Yeah, that's my impression now. It's not really like ice cream, but this is like Kulfi, right? So, he's hating. I don't hate this. I can finish this, but it's more like, I kind of thought this is like a true ice cream. So, a bit different from like what I thought. You were expecting a vanilla-based flavor? No, it's not that either. Like, it's like... You don't really get this in Japan. It doesn't really taste ice cream. It's something different. And India. What's up, Indian? How's it going? And welcome back, Indian. Hybrid does same. Thank you so much for the donation. Is it cheese? It's not cheese. It's not cheese. It's like... It's mango flavored jelly. But kind of sweet. It's not bad though. It's not bad, but it's not like, oh my gosh, this is amazing kind of thing. For me at least. It's more like, it's new. It's entirely new. It's like, I've never had this yet. But not really a fan of it. Is my honest opinion. Fuck. I dropped it. Oh fuck. でっけ Do you know why, Mochi? Do you know why they're saying lick it? Do you know why they're saying it, by the way? Do you know why they're saying it? GG, what's up, Jay? No. It's my channel. When they say lick it, they mean something. You like the real coffee. Yeah, now I know what it actually tastes like. This one is oishio. Yeah, this one's like actually kind of tastier than the fake one. What's going on today? I want to try one more coffee. Why didn't you put it in your mouth? See? Now Dala is like, just, yeah. I've never tried coffee. The thing is, again, so my honest like opinion. I feel like when it comes down to ice cream, not sure if it's something I want to eat. Like, so when it comes down to Indian food, I'm gonna talk about my own experience. The king of like Indian food is like hands down. It's either like butter chicken curry or seafood curry because like I like seafood. I like, you know, fish. And cheese naan. That thing is freaking the best. And mango lassi is like obviously like it's like A tier. Kulfi. Not sure about that one. That's my honest impression here. Because like if I wanted ice cream, I would probably eat something different. So if I have to make like Indian food tier list, like best of the best, butter chicken curry, seafood curry, cheese naan, one tier below that, Kulfi. Actually 2 tiers below that because mango lassi is like up there too. So long story short, Kulfi is not my favorite. I just kind of like normal, like other ice creams I've had, is what I have to say. Garlic cheese naan's freaking tasty as fuck. That's what I get everywhere. A lot of foreigners told me Indian food is good, but our desserts suck. I'm not sure about that part though. But like Indian food, like so let's say again like butter chicken curry, that thing is freaking like gold. Like that's tier A, right? Mango lassi, gold. Kulfi. Not sure. I really feel like I prefer other ice creams. Like, even the ice creams I can get at a convenience store, like at 7-Eleven, is, I personally think it's better. But I don't know, man. It's just probably like, it's not for Japanese people. So, and a pixel, thank you. Try eating gulab jamun. What is it? Is it ice cream? Med. Not my favorite. And try biryani tandoori chicken. So like I actually go to Indian restaurants a lot, and I personally don't like chicken, so I don't like that. And biryani, I still kind of think butter chicken curry with like garlic cheese naan with it is like the best combination. So like that's like my best freaking combination. If you're new to my channel, I go to Indian restaurants a lot. I go to like a lot of Indian restaurants. But yeah, Kulfi. Yeah, it's not something I like. I can kind of confidently say that. Yeah, maybe not for me. W combination. Other chicken curries. So like I actually tried a lot of like chicken curries, like gulab, it's C tier. I don't know what gulab is. But chicken, I don't like chicken, but chicken curry is a freaking different thing. I like that for whatever reason. And naan, cheese naan, garlic cheese naan, it's top tier everywhere. Kulfi, no, C tier probably. Mango lassi, that's A tier. That's actually freaking good as work. I want to try one more Kulfi actually. I want to go to like different Indian places and get more. To make sure if it's just that thing, like if it's just that one Kulfi that I got that wasn't good, or if it's just really like that everywhere. I want to get one more slip. What's S tier? S tier, the best of the best for me is like battered chicken curry and cheese garlic cheese naan combination. Like that's like what makes you go like fuck. That's that's S tier. Like that's like the best of the best. Second opinion. Yeah, I'm just trying to find another place. So this is where I visited before. But they freaking gave me fake Kulfi before, so I don't know if I can trust them here. But they are Indians. Can I just go to this place again? So I came here before and I don't think I got the real one. Stop walking on the road, yes. This wasn't the one you went. This is actually the one I visited last year. It's this place. I talked to the dude in front of like that freaking flasher thing. They do have Indian street food. But yeah, so I came here and like I got Kulfi here and a lot of you guys were like, that's fake Kulfi. And Jelvin, thank you. Ask for pan flavored Kulfi. It's minty cool. That actually sounds tasty. But in order for me to get it, I gotta go to a decent place. Well, thank you so much for the donation. Sora doesn't care about his fans. Wait. Sora doesn't care about his fans. Yes. Is it like that one situation, like where you are just going like, I want Sora to notice me, but he doesn't notice me. Sora doesn't care about me. Sora's evil, yeah. Sora's evil as fuck. What is like pan Kulfi? I want to get that. Only girl fans, yeah. Only girl fans, yeah. I talk to girls only. I don't talk to guys. He admitted, yes. Dude, that's an Indian bus. That's the Indian bus. That's actually an Indian bus. What the fuck? Hell yeah, I'm still a dude. I just read your comment. You are a girl now. Is it going to India? Yes. Let's just go to that area. Thank you, Whitford. Can't catch the stream now, but I hope you are enjoying the food. The thing is, like, I'm still like in the safest area and the chillest area, right? Where the locals are kind of chillish. So I'm actually having a great time here. Like, you don't really see crazy people doing crazy things like you do in Shinjuku. I mean, it's Japan, either way. But the thing is here, so I talked to two Indians. They both told me like, they're here to study, and they only studied Japanese. They only learned Japanese for 6 months, and they're fluent as fuck now. So, yeah. You know what I mean, though? They're like freaking geniuses. Like, all the Indians like that are in Japan, that are in Tokyo area, like they're freaking elites here. Like, I really hope you guys get what I meant when I was like saying like, it's the place for elites. They're very demure. The thing is like, so they just give off like this like rich person vibes, I think. Pan flavored, please, so you will regret it. I like minty things, but I want to get like one more Kulfi, and then I will just say bye to this place. They got nothing else to do here. But like, I kind of proved you can still get the real Indian experience here because you see Indians here. Education's hardcore in India. I get that too. But the ones like that are in Japan are like, you know, especially the top 1% ones, like who actually like learn things fast. Thus they are here. So in Tokyo especially. Japanese grammar and Hindi grammar are very similar. I kind of heard it's like entirely different. Like, pronunciation's like similar, but the grammar is like entirely different, like what I heard from somebody. I heard Japanese examination's harder. I'm not really sure about that part, but either way though, so like in India, there's like more population, right? So like they have to compete with other people more. Thus, the competition's like freaking thicker, right? So people study hard, like so hard, which is the same in Japan too. I don't know, man, like both like Indian and Japanese people, they try to study hard for exams, like both of us probably. But the way how we study could be different. Indian people I know said that cheese naan is not a thing in India. My Indian friends told me it's a thing. I guess it's like a regional thing. Asian thing? Yeah, it's like an Asian thing, probably. I don't think it's like Indian tests are harder, Japanese tests are harder kind of thing. It's like both harder in their own different ways. Fake competition, yeah. Dude, there's like no restaurants that are open now. Why do they close their restaurants at 3:30? The fuck? Why though? Let me use Google Maps here. Cheese naan's a very American invention, really? It's not a real thing, but it is in restaurants. Okay, that makes sense. Let me use not translate, Google Maps. How do you get hard? I'm sorry for reading that comment. This インド料理. There's like all the Indian restaurants around here. Let's go. It's actually around here everywhere. I don't think America invented any original food. Do you know this one thing called fried butter? That's so American. I actually had it. That was freaking tasty. Like fried butter is like a truly an American thing. I don't think it's a thing outside of like America. It might be, but Sora isn't thick. I wouldn't say I am. So random. I love fried butter because you're American. You're like truly American. Do they do Kulfi here? Maybe not. Oh, it's closed now, fuck. Fuck. Isn't BBQ American? So when it comes down to like barbecue, I think it's a thing everywhere. I actually looked up the history because people just like learn to grill meat, right? In history. It's a thing everywhere. It's not really like it's from one country. It seems like people just like learned it in every country. But then there's like an American barbecue, Japanese barbecue and stuff. Yeah, regional styles for barbecue, yeah. But when it comes down to just eating meat, I think it's a thing everywhere. But then there's like Texan barbecue and Japanese barbecue, Korean barbecue, right? Desi Mart, no, I don't like going back to the same place. How about the Indian area again? Is it that way? Thank you. On a scale from 1 to 10, Nishimatsu Kiyomi-san, how cringe is to write an isekai novel in Japanese and publish it on Shousetsukan Naru as a pointer? Like, are you saying how cringe is the technique name, or like how cringe is it for a foreigner to do that? It's not cringy for you to do that. But the name itself could be cringy because like you are literally talking about the cringiest Japanese dude, and you're just trying to talk like write a novel with the name, right? So like, yeah, automatically you'll be cringy for making a novel using the cringiest YouTuber's name. But is it cringy as a foreigner guy to write a novel? I don't think it is. Nobody cares probably, because I mean, like, how is it cringy? You can do whatever. Let's go to that area again. Did that boy just punch that poor innocent man? Yeah, kids being kids. They are freaking punching everybody. They're like, fuck everybody. Isn't that hardcore? Another Indian place. Let me see. That's a tea shop. That's a tea shop. This is Japanese India town. It is, yeah. This is where you see Indian stuff everywhere. And I talked to two different Indians now. And yeah, I was like talking about this, like all the Indians here are freaking elites. And they are. They actually are. Like the crime rate here is like insanely low. And there's no red light districts and like no brothels, no Yakuza's offices, no punks doing anything. Are you serious? This is, yeah, I just Googled Nishikasai, India. It is. And I just wanted to get like one more like ice cream, and then I just wanted to leave here because I got nothing to do anymore. I wanted to end the stream like soon too. You know what? Thanks for the tour. I've been here so many times though, but yeah. NJ, thank you so much for putting the ice cream emoji. So I want ice cream more now. Yeah, you know what? All the Indian restaurants are closed now. I've been checking like all the signs and stuff. They are like all closed. Yeah, like nothing is open here. Yeah, hopefully there's garam masala. So I checked like everything, but all the restaurants are closed right now. And then like there are some like supermarkets that are open, but I don't want to go to like, you know, supermarkets to get Kulfi again. I want to get like a real thing, but all the restaurants are closed. Like they closed their restaurants at 3. So why are they closed? They freaking closed their restaurants at 3. Global Indian International School. Let's go everybody. Let's go. Global Indian National School. Let's go. Indian International School is a thing here. I didn't know that. That's freaking fire. Oh, Indians. That's actually quite interesting. I don't want to really film kids, but oh. Yeah, so that's actually quite interesting. Yeah, they're really like actually Indians here, like kids. Alright, let me just go back to my car. I'm done streaming today, so let me just go back to my car, get in my car, go back to Chiba, and get ready for the stream tomorrow. You will get fresh coffee in Japan. I think some Indian restaurants do that too. Boo, I'm sorry. I just wanted to get some rest. I was not even gonna stream today. I just wanted to do something. 3 p.m. is their tea break time. Yeah. Hindustan 行ってないよ。毛深い獣選挙、もみあげなんか、これもみあげじゃないんだよ お土産ここ。けど長いか。これ前髪。Flipping down. I don't think it's a thing. Is it a thing? Go to Japantown. Yeah, Tokyo. Need a haircut? I haven't like gotten a haircut for like 2-3 months. さっきのパーキング。いや、返金されるって聞いた。ヒンディスタン、インド。へえ。So my parking's like here. Sideburns. So this is actually my maigami. But it actually kind of, you know, I feel like you're talking about this, but that's actually my maigami bangs. But yeah. The hair next to your ear. So I still feel like it's this part. And that's actually my bangs. It's actually supposed to be here, but it's now here. The actual sideburns are kind of here-ish. Well, you know what? Either way. Where's my parking lot? Osaka trip when I kind of wanted to go to like Nara. So I might go to Osaka again, but dude, like going on a trip is like really pricey, yo. Like you know how I went to Hakodate, and that was like $1,000, and I was like, what? So I don't think I can just go to different places for like $100 like easily. So it's like I travel and I lose money, right? So I gotta be careful. Because I legit only had like $700 left last month. So I was like, God damn it, I gotta be careful. It's like what I'm being kind of saying. Stay at capsule hotels. I actually stayed at the cheapest like hotels when I was in Hakodate, like level hotel. Like one night, 2,000 yen kind of thing. But then I was like, fuck, it's still like, I really felt like I was still losing money. So Japan has self-driving cars? I don't think so. My parking is here. To my right or to my left? You did stay at a level hotel. I mean, I actually was like talking to some of my friends too after like each stream. But yeah. Just the memberships. I've been thinking about it because like there's a huge difference between like, you know, between like channels that do memberships versus like channels do actually nothing. The difference is huge. Chat merch ideas. I don't have to do it. Like if I just like turn on the memberships, and then I can actually get the budget for like the streams. But I still want to do it. I'll think about it eventually. Is it that way? How much is the gas? I don't even check it anymore. If you do memberships, you can do member content. I don't want to do that though, because then like that kind of makes me feel like I'm doing YouTube for work, right? So I'm gonna like, if I ever do memberships, I'm gonna make it optional. It's kind of like if you are in the membership, then you're a member, which means you support Sora, but you get nothing. So feel free to do it, but I'm not gonna really do anything. I will make it something like that, or I'll feel like I'm doing it for business purposes. Where's my parking lot? Fuck. You can have different tiers. But yeah, I'm still thinking about it. It's not like, oh, I'm gonna definitely do it kind of thing. Oh, it's there. Fuck, I don't remember parking there. Oh, no, it's here. They can vote for next stream content. No, like I don't want to make any differences between like members versus like non-members. I still don't want to do it yet. I'm not that desperate. But I got to the point where I actually have to think about what to do for my future, yeah. Because, you know, like how I've been talking about how my job is kind of disappearing, and it's happening already. I don't get any offers anymore. So I've been thinking about how to survive. And then I kind of got one option left, YouTube. And I'm like, But I still like don't want to do like sponsors or anything. I still like don't want to do it like do the whole like, oh, my channel is a business channel. I don't want to do that yet. So Patreon only takes like 10%, yeah. But let me still think about it. Stream on Kick, you'll get 99%. I'm thinking about like doing like multi-streaming too. Like what is it like? Where you can stream on Twitch and Kick and whatever. I've been thinking about that. 夜の金賞この前行ったよ。また行く？あんまでも面白くないよあれ。So 馬刺しの店やらん。Sora has a horse, yarang. So, start teaching Japanese. See, teaching Korean, let's go. So this is when I have to say bye to everybody. This is where I have to say bye to everybody. So I'm going to say bye here, everybody, because I got nothing to do anymore. I just wanted to do a short stream, go into like Indian places, and I did. So thank you so much for coming to the stream, everybody. Now, that's it for the stream. And I'll see you guys tomorrow again. At 8 p.m. probably, where I meet Takashi from Japan. And I'm gonna ask him about India again. And I wanted to bring him into a lab hotel, but he said no. Well, like he said yes, but his manager said no. So I got declined. And I will see you guys at 8 p.m. tomorrow at night, where I meet Takashi and ask him questions, and I'm gonna do a video with him. Bye bye everybody. I'll see you guys tomorrow. See ya. 今日も早めに終わり。今日はね、あれですね。もう最初からもう早く終わりますって言ってたんで。